Mike was on mute. How y'all doing, man? This is Late Night Talk with Reverend Larry, man. Um, I got something interesting on my wall today. I thought I'd poke some fun at my friends. Um, it's a question we're gonna get into tonight. Uh, yeah. So we're live. Tune in. Tell all your friends. Let's dig in. Let's have fun tonight. Let's go.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. We got Trusty Sean P, keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back, and God in the ship with a word so clear. Reverend Larry on the mic is here. Trusty Sean P. Deacon King Ace and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
Welcome everybody to Late Night Talk with Reverend Larry. I am your host, Reverend Larry. Trustee Sean P and Deacon King Ace will be on in a minute. Man, I got something interesting on my timeline that I thought I'd mess with everybody with. I'll wait till my brothers get on before I get on before I put there you go. Trustee Sean P. What's going on, bro? Where you at, man? But yeah, welcome everybody. Where are we in sports? Now, I gotta turn this down. I watch the Astros while we broadcast and everything. They playing the Los Angeles Angels right now. But we're doing where are we in sports part two? Because a lot of topics we're gonna jump on tonight. But my first question is why my grandmothers from 26 to 55, why y'all don't like to be called granny, man? Sean P, if you're talking, man, I can't hear you. I know it had an issue with your mic when you came on, so let me know when you get that handled. But yeah, man, my question, why do my grandmothers from 26 to 55, why y'all don't like to be called granny, man? I miss granny, man. I miss granny. I miss granny. I'm talking about the cooking arms. You know what I'm saying? There you go, baby. I'm talking about the cooking arms. I'm talking about the whole nine, man. Why y'all don't like to be called granny, man? I miss granny. You know, I had a real life mother, man. And my kids had a granny. They called her Nana, but she was granny too. Get down in the kitchen. Not no slave, nothing like that. I'm just saying, like, they get down in the kitchen. They got the cooking arms. Y'all know the arms I'm talking about, man. I miss granny. What's wrong with being granny, man? Y'all tell me out there, man. What's wrong with being granny? I love that. I love that, man. I love granny. Y'all don't want to be granny, man. Y'all don't want to be granny. I don't know. That bothers me. Y'all don't want to be granny. Granny was a good thing, man. She prayed for the family. Not at all saying y'all don't, but granny had a meaning. I miss grannies. I miss my grannies, man. I had I had mama and granny. Or sometimes we called her Maria. You know, I miss them. We don't have those anymore, man. So I know I was cooking up something on my wall, and some might be upset, but I wanted to know, like, hey, where are our grannies at? And I had a few friends on the post say, they don't have a problem. They uh they grandkids call them granny. I salute you because we need more grannies, for real, for real. We need more grannies. So man, I commend y'all, man. For real, I miss grannies. That's why I asked that question. We need more grannies. My granny united. We need y'all to step up, man. Come on. I want, man, oh man, to have a granny again. Where the granny generation at? I need y'all to reclaim that, grandmothers. Ain't no Gigi and me and I think my aunt I think my aunt has them calling her precious or something like that. Sweetheart. Yeah, sweetheart. Um, yeah, where my granny's at, man? Me personally, man, I miss granny. So where my grandmothers who between the age of 26 and 25, 26 and 55, where y'all at? That's all I want to know, man. Where my granny's at? We missed that. We need more grannies. That's my opinion. I think we need more grannies, man. So y'all let me know if I'm wrong. Somebody asked me 26. Oh well, it happens. I don't. It
I
happens.
I can't with you, man. I cannot with you, bro. I can't. I,
It happens.
what? Okay, so I must have missed something. What made you have to realize grannies are between the age of 26 and 55?
I
Or is
mean,
that
bro,
or is
this
that or
it's
is it
20
it's the new age? It's the
it's
modern era?
2026, bro.
I mean, we get the
You know,
I get the year, but I'm saying like, what formula popped in your mind to create a recipe of 26 to 55?
I mean, bro, it's
I got,
2026,
I got,
baby.
I got, I gotta know. I gotta know.
It's 2026, man. Man, I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you're young enough to remember that song called "Babies Having Babies." Yes, they are having babies. But I had classmates with kids when we were in junior high, bro. So yeah, it's very real. Look, if you got a kid, by the time you're 13, 14 years old, man, you gonna be a granny by the time you 26, 25, 26, 27, 28. Come on, man. Come
You're,
on,
you're,
man.
you're saying you're saying that based on it being a generational thing.
Well, hey, man, look.
If if
So
if 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 the if the
they
if, the, if
say,
one has a child at 13, and another one has at 13, then yes, I understand why you say that.
yeah, man. I mean, dog,
But you trying to get some, you trying to put some ants in somebody's pants and get some fire underneath their behind with this one. I mean, God, dog, 26 to 55. It's a new era.
it's
Then.
possible. It's possible,
It's
bro.
possible, bro.
Hey, man, I miss grannies though. I put it on my wall, bro.
You
I
gonna keep
got
missing them.
deep, uh,
You
right?
gonna keep missing them as long as you got people out here still shaking their hind parts on Instagram with grandchildren, calling themselves grandma. Don't
Glam,
call me grandma. I'm
they,
Glam,
grandma.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
grandma. Yes, that's a real thing, bro. That's a
Yeah,
real thing. That's a
you
real
know
thing.
these women out here right now, they ain't got time to be granny because they too busy being glammy and grandma. You
Man,
know,
GG.
y'all
I
find a way
got
for me. Y'all find a way for me to throw my headphones off every episode.
okay, you're welcome.
What is going on, Glam Ma?
Hey, hey, I got one. They would rather be Mia, grandma. Mama, they ain't even Mama is cool. But they ain't
Mama
gonna be
cool.
granny. Yeah, I'm all
You
right
know
with
what?
mama.
My,
I'm
my,
all right
my,
with
my
mama.
mama was Nana. That's not bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. They're trying to rewrite what Granny and who Granny is, because I don't know if y'all know, but there is an epidemic of women wearing muumuus like Granny would wear muumuus. But what they're trying to do is they trying to get them tailored and skin tight faded to their body. That's not
No,
what
they
Granny
ain't.
did. Yes, they are.
They
No.
ain't.
Oh yeah.
I am living proof of
Hey,
witnessing it. So
I
yes,
saw
I know.
I saw one last week. And you know the way Granny rode, it was flailing and it was open on the side.
Right. No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, some women are wearing the original ones, and some of them are getting the muumuus reinvent. They're trying to reinvent the wheel for the muumuu
Well,
to be a
they
little
gotta
tighter.
reinvent it because they done reinvented their body.
Oh
They
my
done
God.
went and got lipo. They
Oh
got
man.
BBLs. Oh
Oh
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not even gonna
Oh
say, man.
man.
I'm watching this, man.
Jesus
You got
Christ.
And let
grandmas
me tell
walking around with tattoos all over their bodies, man. They showing
Rev,
more flesh,
I'm gonna go
man.
like
Come on.
this.
I can't argue that point. I can't argue that point. Well, Granny got a BBL. Real talk. That's
So
the
so
problem.
so now the
We ain't
next
got
question.
no grannies.
He said Granny got a BBL, bro. What is going on tonight?
Hey,
Is he
that's a whole
lying?
nother show.
Is he lying? No.
I'm not
That's
lying.
hey. That's Wednesday night show.
I'm not lying,
That's
man. When
Wednesday.
you got
That's Wednesday
when
night
you
show.
got when you got Granny out here, you understand me, who was 18 or 16 when she gave birth to her child. So now she's 32 and her 16-year-old just gave birth to her child. You understand me? So you got 32 to 55-year-old grandmas who are now, hey, I didn't raise mine. No, you haven't. She's still a minor, you ignorant. Never mind. And then you still you have this desire to be wanted because of social media pressure. Just because you don't want nobody to really know that you're a grandma for real, for real. I'm still fly. This is 3 generations of fly. And you got one held in your arms at 8 months old, another one at 16, and here you are at 32, 33, 34 years old, still throwing your booty in a circle on the
Yeah,
gram.
man. Yeah, I miss my grannies, bro. I mean the cooking arms, all that. I miss all
You
that.
know what's really sad about it, Larry?
I
I've
miss that,
got
bro.
I've got children in that range of 34-year-old. Thank God that they're not grandparents. However, I love these children, but they are they're not supposed to say this word. These some retarded children in their 30s, man. Their
Oh
idea and view.
man, you trying to
They,
get us flagged, bro.
You
You
trying to
can't
get
I'm
us
just
flagged?
sorry,
man.
man.
Trying to get us flagged?
Hey,
Yeah.
they are
Come on,
special.
man.
They wear helmets. I don't care. They lick windows and wear helmets. It's the stupidest group of individuals I've seen in my life.
Lick windows. I am not supposed to be laughing this.
Wait a minute. I gotta go get my mask because I can't be. I'll be back.
Yeah, well, you just over that threshold too, Deacon King Ace.
Hey, 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 man. Look,
Man, these
I am.
kids are out there,
Uh,
man. The way that they think, how they live their life, their
bro.
expectations of the world, it's just like, are you crazy? Are you because you
Uh,
came out the womb, you think the world owes you this? Oh my God, man.
I miss Granny, bro.
Yeah, we do.
That's that's what we talking about. Granny with a BBL. That's what they
Hmm.
doing, bro. They on cruise ships. You
Man,
feel me?
yeah. They out here
You know
doing like
they
these idiots out in the Caribbean where they just getting grabbed up. They had one dude
yeah,
grab a woman
man.
up, and snatch her and crawled up the tree, hitting her basically from behind. I'm
Oh,
sorry, man. That's sexual assault.
yeah. Well, is it? I mean, it ain't.
I don't
You
know that
can't.
she gave him permission to do that. She was just down there dancing. Next thing you know, he had swooped her up and climbed the tree. What kind of and see, I'm black, so I can get away with this. What kind of monkey stuff is that?
Up the tree, man. Up the tree.
Bruh, bruh, look
Uh,
at it. Look at it. I'm
See,
telling you,
see, are you a grandfather?
I am a pop pop. I'm not granddad. I'm pop pop.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a. I'm
Yeah,
Pawpaw. I'm Pawpaw.
I'm
That's
alright
an
with
old
pop pop.
name.
Yeah, I'm
That's an
alright with
old
that.
name, bro.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
Pawpaw, man. That's an
But
old.
guess
That's
what?
old.
Guess what?
We ain't got no
Guess
problem
what?
with it, bro.
Guess what though? The grandbabies have a grandma. They got a grandma
Gigi,
and they got a Mia.
they got me. My aunt.
Mia,
Her name is
Mia, and grandma.
Gigi. Um, my friend says she's grandmother.
I love that
Uh,
too. That's very proper. That's a correct way. I'm alright with grandmother.
I got another Gigi. I got another granny. That's what I'm talking about. My wife, she's Gma.
I
So
don't mind Gma.
I don't mind Gma either. Uh, my wife's mother is Ganny. I don't. I'm
Ganny,
okay with Ganny. Ganny is
Ganny's
okay.
fine. Ganny is fine.
I'm
You
okay
know
with
what?
Ganny.
I called my grandmother and grandfather mom and dad.
Okay, I respect
They
that.
they
I was
raised me
my
basically.
my
So
my my mom. My dad's mother was Mama, and then my
yeah,
mother's mother was Maria or Granny.
yeah. Well, my dad's mother was grandma,
Yeah,
and his dad was pop pop. And when I
yeah.
became a grandfather,
You
and
was
he found
Papa.
out that I had my first grandchild, he said it's now your heritage to carry on. And that's that Jamaican thing. I'm the oldest of the oldest of the oldest. That means something in their culture. In other words, everything passes down through me. I'm the
Look
oldest of
at
the
this
oldest of
clown,
the
man.
oldest. Yeah, I
Look at
know.
this
He
clown.
deserved that.
Look
I
at
would do that too. You know, I would do that too. Because he right
Oh
in that
my
age range.
God,
I'm
man.
so grateful that he ain't one of them fools. He got a little
Man.
discipline. He got some discipline. The service has been wonderful for this one.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all got me going tonight.
I'm just
Man,
getting
come on, you
started.
got hey Ace, you gotta admit, man, you don't miss Granny, bro. Man, come on,
Well,
man.
no, so my granny is still alive, so I'm okay.
Yeah, see, I'm too old
Okay.
for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mom,
we
Yeah,
she's 79. She turned 80 next year.
see that's
oh
my
man,
mom.
that's sweet.
My mom is 77, about to be 78 here August 2nd.
Yeah, both of my grandmothers on my mom and my dad's side are still
Y'all
alive.
make sure. I don't know what August 2nd is, but y'all say a good prayer on August 2nd for Pastor Nona, mommy.
I got
Keep,
you. Got
keep,
her. We
keep
got
you
her, man.
uplifted, man.
Got you on
Yeah,
that. For real, for real.
78
What
years old,
so what do you
and getting ready to start her doctorate. Thank you very much.
oh wow.
That's a
Salute,
blessing.
mama.
That's a
Salute.
blessing.
Yeah,
For
no
real,
doubt.
for real.
Yeah.
Salute. Salute.
Yeah.
What do you call your grandmother, Ace?
That's what I call it. So growing up, so what's crazy is I know I got this mask on. I'm gonna pull it up a little bit so y'all can hear me and I can hear y'all too.
No, we
Uh,
hear you fine.
so growing up, we called her. What's crazy is we grew away from that name. We called her Booby,
Booby.
Mm,
Oh wow.
wow.
Okay, that's
and
that's
but
different.
then as we
Y'all
got
was
older,
latched on to that, huh?
but as we got older, we kind of just got away from it. Like we just got completely
Good.
away. And so it
And
went to
so then
so
what
now she's Gigi.
Gigi. Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm cool
So
with Gigi.
Yeah.
I don't know about Gigi, bro. I don't
She
know about
she's
Yeah,
Gigi.
because
Gigi.
and I'm gonna tell you why Gigi's cool for me is because my kids called my grandmother Gigi because it was their great grandma.
Right, great grandmother. That's what it is. So my mom, I have my kids. My mom now is BB because of her name.
B.
Her name is Belinda, so it's BB, and my grandmother's Gigi because she's the great
So
grandmother.
my wife's grandmother, they call her Big.
Well, that's
Is
come
Big.
that come after Big Mama.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she's not big though.
It don't matter. She's that elder
Not big.
female. She's the Big Mama. She's the
No, somebody. The
matriarchal.
story.
She's the
The
matriarch.
story behind. The story behind that is the one of them couldn't pronounce whatever name they wanted.
That's 90% of how they get their names.
and no, they couldn't pronounce her, and so they just say Big, and they
Mm.
just caught on, and everybody started calling her Big. So as long as I've been a part of family now for about 29 years, and it's been Big. It's and the grandmother passed some years. The other grandmother passed some years ago, so I forget. Um, Mama White, I think they called her. Yeah, Mama White.
Well, the Medias and Big Mamas and stuff like that. They,
Yeah, man.
like I said, the generations have changed, man. It ended
Yeah,
with us. I honestly believe it ended with us, Larry. We're
now
that
that
last
definitely
generation.
now that that definitely ended with us because G-Ma and I mean Glam Ma and
All
my
that
other
started with us.
yeah, that definitely started with us. That's cause we were still in them streets.
And not
Like
only
you
that,
alluded
too,
to.
I'm gonna give you a real true story. I have always been a part of a family that had a Sunday dinner
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah,
Whether it wasn't always at grandma's house. It
yeah,
could be uncle's house, it could be auntie's house, one of the aunties, it might have been my mama's house. And then the kids got older, it was, cousin's house, grandma's
yeah.
house, my house. Every Sunday, or if not Sunday, then Saturday, if something was going on Sunday, we getting together every weekend. We are going to bond as a family. Now, I
When
want
I
all them
of
Negroes
course
up in my house tearing my stuff up. Hell no. All them kids running rampant through the house. Hell no. Jumping all on my good furniture and stuff. And we don't keep no plastic on it no more. So there ain't no way in hell I'm having all them up in my house. Don't nobody want nobody at their house no more. If you come in, go around through the side and come in through the backyard. All the stuff's out back. Everything out back. Don't be running back and forth in the house. You need to use the bathroom, use the one in the basement. Don't be coming up my stairs. This is the type of attitude the new
Man,
school guy.
trustee, you're
Yeah.
saying that
Yes.
now. My grandmother on my father's side still has her white couch with plastic on it.
Absolutely.
Still has it. You
no,
don't you
that's
don't
been
go
the
to the you
thing.
don't you don't go to the you don't go to the grandparents or the grandmother's house anymore that got all the family pictures of the family trip. Everybody who they know, who they met, their sisters, their aunts,
Hold
their
on.
uncles, their
And
parents.
every name in the
My,
Bible too, bro.
my grandmother still has that to this day. Both of them. They
Got
When
both
I
got
got
it.
the
went,
got that big 4 foot Bible with everybody's name in it. You can't carry that to church.
Bro, and look. I'm talking about
I love it. I
they
love
have
it.
they have their kids, their grandkids, their cousins. They have everybody graduation picture on the wall. Everybody.
And as soon as you walk in the house, it smell like that old woman cologne, white lace or whatever the hell it is. You
It's
know,
my white
it,
diamonds.
it's
White diamonds.
yeah, white dye, whatever it is, it's
White
it's
diamonds.
it's,
And the
it's
flowers
central.
everywhere.
It is
It's
specific
white
to
diamonds.
grandma. It's
And it's
specific
flower
to grandma.
and it's
White
flowers
diamonds.
everywhere. It's plants
Yeah,
everywhere.
I got one
It's
for you. My grandmother's mother, I call my mom. You know, we had. I think those are respectful names. I'm not calling nobody grandma. Yeah, you got a problem,
I
woman.
don't know how I feel
I'm
about
gonna tell you,
Gigi though.
I'm a part of this generation, and I didn't even hear that term. You introduced it to me.
I'm trying to tell you that my ex is grandma. That's what she wanted to be called. No, don't call me. I am not a grandmother. I'm not grandma. I'm grandma because I'm still glamorous. I'm still this. I'm still
Yeah,
that. I'm still
yeah.
such and such. Yeah, no, but you still old too, Negro.
What we
You still old. Yeah, get that. Why you getting all this? I don't care how glad I still look great at 57, but guess what? I'm old. And I want to be called Pop Pop. Don't be calling me Glam Pop. Don't be
I
calling me.
know,
I ain't nobody's
right,
sexy grandfather. I ain't none of that. I'm an
right,
old
right,
Negro.
right, right. We don't care about any of that, bro. We don't care
None of that. Because that's not my duty to be cute and sexy for the kids to make them think that I'm
no,
their friend. I'm not your friend.
I'm
I'm
not.
here
Yep.
to help you develop. I'm here to give you some principles and some morals. I'm here so you don't go down the same path in life that I go through or I went through. You understand me? So,
That's what pawpaws are, man. That's what we're here for.
yeah, yeah. So, you know what ended up happening? because they got all the glamour. Everybody spends time with glamour because glamour the fun one. Nobody come see Pop Pop because Pop Pop be too serious.
Right,
I'm
right,
not too
right, right,
serious.
right, right,
I
right.
got jokes and games and stuff too. But at the same time, when you leave here, you're gonna leave with a life lesson. If you're gonna come in here, you're gonna do what the hell I tell you to do. When I tell you to do it. And guess what? When I get up in the morning, you getting up in the morning. Because that's how I was raised. I'm
Hey,
opening
Yeah,
hey,
all
Pop
the
hey,
Pop,
windows. Come on now,
hey,
let's go.
Pop
hey,
Let's
Pop,
get it.
Pop Pop,
hey,
for real, for
Trustee,
real.
when you go off of Pop Pop, you remind me of George Lopez when he played as a toucan, the toucan bird
Yeah.
from Rio too. And we called himself
Okay.
Pop Pop.
Yeah.
I mean, man,
It's
look, it's like a I don't, man. I love the way my father raised me because my father didn't raise a fool. My father was hard on me, even as a young preacher. Like there are some things I would get wrong, man. My pop slapped me upside my head. You feel me? And I
mm,
and looking back at it, man, I didn't have a problem with it, man, because I mean, I needed to know. And if I was out of line, my dad gonna put me back in line. And I'm the same papa, man. I was the same father with my children. Like my children, they some say I was overboard on some. Hey, man, look, you out the
I'm
system.
so grateful.
You understand what I'm
So grateful.
saying? You out the system, and you are you're not a cancer to society, huh?
How about that was my
Telling you,
job. That was my
yeah,
job. That's what I did.
yeah.
But you know what?
So
And I used to take whoopings from my dad. I mean, for no daggone reason, like GPs, they used to call them. Because I know you're gonna do something some point in time today. You might get this over with now, Slim. So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. In my life, I have a 34-year-old, 27-year-old, 25-year-old, and 19-year-old. Not one of them can say their dad has ever laid a hand on them. Never had to.
mm,
Never
well,
had
I
to.
uh
Because
I
when
had
I hit
laid
him in,
hands on my
I hit him
kids.
in. If I hit him in the chest with the bass, Larry, it was one phrase that I could use that would break each and every one of them down. And as old as they are, if I say it right now, it would do the same thing.
Wow, wow,
I'm disappointed in you.
I was
wow.
literally about to say that. I was
I
just
am
about to say
utterly
that.
disappointed in you
I
That's a
was
because
just
I
strong.
I was
That's a
know you
strong
better.
phrase.
I was just
That's a
about to say
strong
that.
phrase.
I was just about to say that, Trustee, because it's a
If you
difference
want to see
when
my children break down, a 27-year-old female, a 34-year-old female, a
Yeah,
25-year-old male, and a 19-year-old male. If you want to see a floodgate of tears, let them F something up and have
yeah,
it come my direction.
yeah,
And I will say
yeah.
those simple, you know what? I love you. I am severely and utterly disappointed.
Disappointed.
but
Yeah.
I'm
Nah,
that
disappointed.
that's
word that word
that's a strong phrase.
that word disappointed
And
strikes
here's the
differently.
thing.
It
Here's
strikes
the thing.
differently though. It just
It
strikes
only
differently.
works for me. It don't work for mom. Don't work for grandma. It don't work for none of them. But when I say it, and that's how I know I did something right because I don't have to put my hands on you. It's the fact that I know that you would love to do anything except to disappoint me. I don't want to
Yep.
disappoint him. I mean, I had to have done something right.
Yeah.
Man, did y'all
I
hear
might not be
about
right.
the off? You heard about the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs who
What's
was
going on?
shot by their 27-year-old son?
When did this happen?
Either yesterday or today.
Yeah, no, I haven't been watching TV. I've been kind of, and I'm gonna need the listening audience to pray for me too, because I know I've told you a while back that I had an impingement. Man, I stepped wrong. I probably should have had a surgery already, but I've been trying to take care of my mom and get her through her hip surgery. Well,
Yeah.
come to find out that it had it hit some stuff down there, and it had been infected for quite some time, and now I got lymph
Oh
nodes
man.
assigned. I got lymph nodes in my lower abdominal area in that little groin part area right there between your leg and your groin that is like lemon size, man. So now I gotta
Whoa.
go get
Hey,
surgery.
you need to. Yeah, you got to go get that checked out, bro.
Oh
Lemon
yeah,
size.
ASAP.
lemon size.
ASAP.
Yeah. Oh no, I've already been, and they told me, I'm going to end up having to go through a serious course of. I got to go through a serious course of antibiotics to clear out the lymph nodes before they
Wow.
can even begin to do a surgery because they don't want to start a surgery and rupture the lymph nodes and get that in my blood system, and then I got sepsis.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
Take
yeah,
care
that's
of
what
that
I
though.
found out today. Oh, I've been taking care of it. I found that out today. So I got to go back tomorrow. But yet I'm here. I'm here tonight. And even if I had been in the hospital tonight, I still would have showed up. You just would have heard some heart monitors. It's getting gone off. Just turn my mic off so nobody can hear it if you heard flatline or anything
Yeah.
like that. So just telling you that for future reference. Keep me on because I know I'm coming back. I'm only gonna go there for a minute because only the good die young. I ain't ready.
Wow. So man, shout out to the MLB because they've been keeping us, they've been keeping us like this. This race has kind of been. You got a couple races that are pretty tight in the on the AL side, on the American League side.
hmm
Um,
I, I've seen a
but
whole new
they
product
had a
now.
very successful. They had a very successful All Star weekend. Shout out to the
hmm
WBA who had a very successful All Star weekend. I love that
That's right.
about them. I still
hmm
wish they would lower the goal.
Good
I
googa
just,
mooga.
what is that, my boy?
Good googa mooga. Hold on. Two things happened at the same exact time. As soon as that my man hit the airways, I just happened to notice that I got a whole pound of Jimmy Dean regular premium pork sausage in my freezer that I've missed for a good month. You done brought me some good news, sir.
Hey, I hope you got them saltine crackers with it in that hog
You're
head too.
absolutely right. Look, and not only do I got saltines, I also found some rich in the bottom of the pantry.
Oh, the Ritz. Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with the Ritz, man.
Yeah.
What's
Guess
going
what else
on,
I
Clerk?
found?
How you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's up,
What's up,
Red? What's
man?
going on, gang?
Rev gonna love this. Guess what else I found in the bottom of the freezer today, Rev?
Brisket?
About 4 packages of andouille sausage. Google it.
Oh,
Oh
oh
man,
yeah,
that sounds like good gumbo season
yeah.
now,
Hold
huh?
on, hold on,
Hey,
hold on. I'm
well,
just
hey.
saying. And I got some scrimps and I got some
Oh
crabs
no, I
on here.
can't do nothing with shrimp. I can't do nothing with no shrimp no more, dog. I had
Hey,
that
hey,
gout flare up
hey,
on my
hey, hey,
back. I
Sean P,
can't
they
do
don't,
nothing with
they
no
don't know
shrimp.
about them Baltimore crabs now.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I got some fresh joints too. Here's what I
Oh
did.
man.
I went out and I got my storage saver, my vacuum sealer. And so I got them. They were steaming hot. I gave my mom some. I had a couple, and I took the rest while they was still hot, and I vacuum sealed them. It took me 3 bags for each batch because they sharp, so they was punching through. But I vacuum sealed them just so I could get somebody who gonna make some decent gumbo. You understand me? Because I try
I
to.
can't touch. I can't touch the shrimp, bro.
What's going on
Oh,
with
you
that?
can't, you can't get, you
Because
can't get down with that.
no, man, I done ate it so much that it don't sit right in my spirit, man. That
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
got
I'm
hey,
gonna
me
tell
Sean
you
down
what.
P.
home.
Hey, I
You
guess
ain't
he got
gotta
that.
eat it. I need you to make the roux though.
Man, look, I could
Hey,
switch it. Andoli sausage, bro, is like my favorite. Down here in the South, we got this joint called uh
Dewey and Dewey.
no, country boy sausage.
Oh boy. Mm.
Yeah,
And yeah,
country boy,
I like the
country
name.
boy is yeah, country boy
I
is
might be
nice,
from
man.
DC, but I got a little bit country boy up in me though.
Yeah, country boy sausage is if you put that on a pit and smoke that for about 30 minutes,
To
oh my
myself,
God.
to myself.
Woo.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you got something
oh
really
yeah.
cooking, man.
Hey,
Clergy, talk to me, man. You put what you got any grannies, man? I don't have mine with me. Um, but
nah,
what
yeah,
you
mine,
prefer?
yeah,
What they
mine, yeah,
call
my,
your
my granny
what
out
they
here.
call them though
What they
clergy?
what they
They
what they call you? What
grandma
you call you?
still or what?
Grandma, grandma, GG? What you call yours, man?
We call it Big Mama.
See,
Big
there you go.
Mama,
There you go. There you
Big
go.
Mama.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I can
And
get with Big Mama,
this is
man.
what it ended with us is what I'm getting at, bro. It's our generation that came up with all these names because we didn't want to grow old. Because guess what? We remember the big mama and grandma, all them, they I ain't gonna lie, their 50s hit different. They had a harder lifestyle than we had.
Yeah, they
They
did.
took the,
They did.
they took that
They
hit, so
did.
we didn't have to. So yeah, they looked in their 70s when they was 55, 56, 57,
Yeah, they
58 years
did.
old. I ain't gonna lie. They did.
Ooh, man. Ooh.
They
Hey,
did.
I'm not gonna. They ain't
Yeah,
look bad 'cause they was still beautiful to me, but
Oh
I
yeah, of
they
course.
mean, yeah, but
aged different.
they didn't age gracefully.
No,
You know.
you gotta understand. My grandfather and grandmother. My grandfather came up through the depression. You understand me?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
in
Yes.
mine
his
too. Yeah.
50s,
Oh
when
yeah.
and that's when I moved down there. When in his 50s, and I look back at his 50s, and where I'm at in 57 right now, they, man, I still got six packs. You know?
Man, look,
Oh
my
yeah. You
grandfather
got that
was
Vernon
70.
Maxwell workout.
My
Vernon
grandfather,
Maxwell and
my
Michael
grand
Irvin.
Yeah,
my grandfather was 75 when he passed, and that was in 1991.
yeah.
No,
And
no, no,
mine was
1990. Yes,
okay,
1990.
Ooh.
okay, and that's about the same time my grandfather passed. As a matter of fact, he passed in '93 at 83, and my grandmother passed in '03 at 83. They were 10 years apart. So
My dad's father just passed in 2024.
hmm
Just He just passed in 2024. He
when
was
I look at
when
my mother,
91. My 90 thing 91.
my mother at 77, 76, really, she's about to be because we're 20 years, 19 years. So she's actually about to be 77. I'm sorry, because I'm 57. Mom is 76, about to be 77. My mother, aside from the fact that she's put on some weight, and I can understand that she can't exercise like she needed to because of the hip. All right. So aside from the weight factor, facial, she has still yet to look past her 50s, maybe early 60s.
Wow, that's beautiful.
No, it's
That's
not,
beautiful.
man, because every time I take her out, oh, your wife's so good. That ain't my wife, Negro, that's my mom. Calm down.
He say,
The
pump the brakes,
problem
man.
with that is, it's been like that since I was in my 20s. Mom has
Wow.
always not quite looked her age. And now I get it
Yeah.
because I've got these, and I'm not saying that I'm some find or catch anything, but the young ladies, for some reason, they don't realize that I'm not 40 and 45 years old. I'm 57
Oh,
years old, young
sugar
lady.
daddy,
Yeah,
sugar
yeah, they.
daddy.
Nah, I ain't gonna sugar daddy. I might be that sweet low daddy. Uh,
Sugar Daddy
Sugar daddy.
TSP.
nah, I ain't
TSP.
no, no sir, no sir. I'm that splendor
Yeah.
daddy.
So clergy, yours was Big Mom. Mine was Granny. Mine was and then my other one was Mama. Um, Ace, you said yours was what again? Because what is it?
GG,
Because you got
GG,
two of them. It's
Yeah,
GG
GG,
now, but what was it
GG
before
Dub,
GG?
GG. Oh, Booby.
Boo
Yeah,
B.
Booby.
Now,
Yeah,
my
Gotcha.
great grandmother, she was the original Medea on my dad's side.
there you
Right,
go.
okay, yeah.
See, I live further up north,
Yeah.
so we don't get to Medea, but I'm aware of Medea. I have cousins down there. You understand? So I get it. I get it.
I just
But
miss, man.
But,
I miss Granny, man. I miss Granny.
but,
You know,
but,
the
but you
cooking
know,
on
at the end of the day,
yeah, man,
shoulders.
these nicknames that come up for our
I
grandmother, even
miss.
our grandfather to a lesser degree, or not lesser, but those names come from when kids have a likeness to that person, and they create the name based off of what they can say at that time, and then it sticks.
Right.
That's what sticks.
Yeah.
Besides,
Can I ask
besides the
y'all
person,
something?
besides that grandmother or great grandmother, great grandfather, grandfather telling you, no, I'm Papa, like Trusty. My grandmother's
Hmm.
like, no, I'm Ubi or Gigi, right? Unless they, keep voicing it, as long as the name is respected, they'll allow that child to call them that, and then over time,
Yeah.
everyone will kind of acquiesce to that name,
Yeah,
and then everyone ends up
I wanted.
evolving to Gigi.
I
I
got a
wanted to
question
be.
real quick.
I wanted to be Papa like my dad. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's my
yeah,
kid. My grands call like kind of like what Sean P was saying. You know.
yeah. It was passed down to me. So with that being said, I got a question for the panel real quick. Out of the three of you on this panel right now, me being the four, but the three of y'all, who can go? Well, none of us really. Only a few of us can still go to grandma's house. But who could go to old auntie grandma's house and still see that old can of Crisco on the back of the stove, and that one iron cast iron skillet with still just clean. You understand me? But still got the what they call the flavor in it. In other words, don't use no soap and water on my cast iron, boy. Who still
I
got
got
that
that.
going?
I got that here at the house. I ain't got to go to Granny's house. My wife does that.
I got that. You, hey, let me find her. See, her mama and her
Yeah,
grandmama told her, well, I got that myself, but I don't have. The only
yeah,
thing I don't have is the Crisco can on the back of the stove. Cause yeah,
yeah.
we using olive oil. We trying to do better.
Oh yeah,
Man,
he
you know,
said we trying to do
Yeah,
I,
better.
I
same over here. Times a little different for us too, so I get it. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I was really concerned on how my wife was going to wean me off my mom's cooking, and man, she did it. I don't know how, but she did it.
She
I think I
absolutely
kind of.
did. Good God Almighty, did she
Oh
do it?
yeah, 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 yeah. Thanks. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I forgot.
Oh
Yeah,
man. Hey.
yeah. I forgot
Sis,
about
now
that.
that you done weaned him off for cooking, you need to wean him onto a track and walk sometimes now.
Look, man. Hey, I be on my treadmill. She bought me a treadmill for my Father's
That
Day. Yeah,
treadmill
so
don't
man.
help. You need some good art. See, the problem with the treadmill, you still outside smelling all the food she cooking. You gotta go somewhere. How you gonna be on a treadmill with three donuts, man? Come on, man.
Yeah, oh, man. I don't do that no more, man. I don't do that no
Oh,
more,
you
I
did
man.
quit?
yeah,
Okay, I'm glad. I'm
I was
glad to hear
trying.
that.
I gotta give y'all.
Oh,
I have to give y'all full facial expressions. I was trying, but
I was gonna say, welcome back,
Jackie only
man.
gonna throw you a little.
He,
Man, cause
my
we
man
opened the
went.
show up so wild
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hot,
Lace
man.
him up. Lace him up, Rev. I
He,
told him.
hey,
Like,
he
bro,
went.
lace him up, Rev.
He Halloween in July, huh? That's what he
Yeah,
on
man.
right now.
Hey, look, clergy,
Okay.
man, clergy. We got hooked up on Facebook. We need you to be a part of the panel and on the Facebook Messenger too. I'm gonna say that
Oh,
right now
the chat,
because
yeah,
yeah,
the
the
chat.
chat because a lot of information, a lot of big arguments and stuff like that go down, and then you get a good laugh out of them when you read them back. Um,
Okay.
Yeah.
but aside from that too, we passed a lot of like today. I sent a video of these folks over in the Caribbean with this new thing where they snatching women up and they basically are humping them all clothes on to the music. This one individual snatches a girl up. She was just backing up to him real quick. It looked like she's getting ready to step off, but he swooped his arm up underneath her legs, grabbed her, and proceeded to climb a tree, get her in the tree, and start. I'm telling you, it looked like a monkey had uh, uh, some type of coitus. I had to work on that.
Look, he don't want to say it in full, but if you read between the lines on that paper, then you got what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Them
Yeah,
videos all
it's
floating around social media,
pretty
man. I'd be
wild.
like, what in the
It's
world is going on, man?
I
yeah.
saw another one today with this chick with a BBL who had to be. I mean, I don't know why she thought she was this small chick just because she was short. She was short, but she was still. Man, should I really say that? She was morbidly obese. I don't care. She was morbidly obese. Just because it's hourglass shape. Imagine a 4 foot tall uh uh what's her name? The one that walks around on stage, big girl with the bathing suits and stuff like that. And I'm glad she got confidence. I love her. I love her style.
You talking
Oh, you
about
talking about
Lizzo?
Lizzo? Lizzo.
Lizzo. Okay,
Oh
when
Hey,
she's a
Lizzo lost
five
some
man,
foot
weight.
tall Lizzo
Hey,
decided
Lizzo
she's
lost
Rev,
some
gonna
weight.
jump on this man
Rev.
and start doing that to the man when she's bouncing back and forth on the dude. The dude
Rev.
have no way of catching himself. Then she decides she want to lean her head back and do it. Dude fell forward because he was not prepared to catch. Do you know she came less than a centimeter from cracking her head on the side of a fire pit?
Oh my
As
goodness,
he
God.
and it would have been bad because his weight and her weight. And I just told you she wasn't no
Mm.
little girl at
Oh, it's
5 foot tall.
that force going downhill.
All
Bro,
of it,
they
yeah,
they
No,
absolutely.
no, no.
they
It wasn't
And,
even
and
man,
force.
this
they
is
It
the
have
wasn't.
type
It
of
wasn't even. It wasn't even force. It was just gravity.
gravity alone. Yeah, no doubt.
Gravity was doing what gravity does.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
man, they been out here wilding, man. This social media, man, for the likes and hearts and smiles and
People
they
are
they be
about
out
to
here,
they put themselves in some dangerous
bro.
positions for alike. It's thirsty, man. When we made Thirst Gang, we had a plan
Man,
behind it. Yes, it was kind of crazy. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. That was the most off the chart group you'll ever
oh
want
yeah,
to see, man.
oh
We
yeah,
were
oh yeah.
hilarious, and we saw that. We
Shout
went
out
through
to
some stuff,
Thirst
man. I'm
Gang,
trying
man.
to tell you, but
Shout out to
but
Thirst Gang.
shout out to them and every single one in there. Mother Goose, I love you, girl. Um, but even
So
we stopped it.
we just gonna let him just go with that and not say nothing.
Oh, well,
What's
I mean,
that?
that's one of she
Hey, that's
actually was
Toya.
one of my yeah, she actually one of my co-hosts when I first started late night talking with Larry. Her name Mother.
Yeah, that's
That's
my girl. What you mean?
her
I
call
got
name was
pictures.
Mother Goose.
Yeah, we love Mother
I might
Goose. That's our
I might
girl.
ask her to come.
Hey,
I
that
might
sounds
ask her to
good,
come
but
on.
you got deacon and clergy. We we on the side not knowing what's going on.
Right.
We like
Oh
Homer.
yeah, I
I can
understand,
imagine.
We like
I
Homer
can
Simpson on
imagine.
that meme falling into the bushes, not knowing what's happening.
I,
Since
brother.
I
since
can
we got
imagine.
spirit,
We
I
hey,
can
had
Larry,
imagine what that sound
characters.
like.
hey,
We
I
Larry,
had
can imagine what that
characters,
sound like.
man.
I can
hey,
imagine
We
what
had
that sound like.
characters. And we
since
not just had characters, we had characters from all over the world. We had a young lady come down from Australia and spend time with me and
Yeah.
Mo and my man Mo in DC. I mean, and this was just nothing for us to travel. You know what I mean? I didn't come down and seen so many people. I saw Mother Goose down in Texas. I saw my brother Larry. I saw my boy Deezy in Texas and
Oh yeah.
Dallas.
Oh yeah. Oh
Chris.
yeah.
I'm just saying we were out here touching each other. It went
Yeah.
beyond
Yeah. We
Facebook.
were. Yeah.
Just like right now, here we are 13, 14, 15, maybe longer in.
Yeah.
Me and Larry still together. That's my brother.
Yeah.
I'll die for that
Yep.
fool.
And we all made
Ain't
it
no
Thirst
doubt.
game. Yeah. All made it Thirst
You
game.
may not be able to choose your family. You understand me? But you
Yeah.
can choose those who are more than family. So,
Yeah.
and to
For
me, that
real.
this brother on over here, he's more than family. He's closer to me than my own brothers.
Yeah, man. We rock like
sometimes
that
it
for
be
real.
like that. Sometimes it
No
be
Yeah.
doubt.
We
like
rock
that.
like that
Hey,
for
hey,
real.
clergy. Me and
I can
him
relate
go
to that
back to
too.
catch up on Mama's curtain, Slim.
I can
Yeah.
relate to that. I can relate to that too, Trustee. I can relate to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Gotta catch up on what is slur. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Hey,
Well,
man, I
fellas,
saved little Larry,
check.
clergy. I saved little Larry. Little Larry might not even be around when that man saw catch up on his grandmama's curtains. He turned red.
Yeah.
And so the only thing I could do is I looked up
He
on the
knew.
wall, and mind you, we had just got us some fried okra and gator. And I took one of the
Man.
pieces of gator and reached up on the wall and dipped it. I dipped the gator in the ketchup and said, "Look,
Yeah.
it's still fresh."
Off the curtain, man. So little Larry
Yeah,
won't get in trouble.
yeah. I put myself out on the chopping block for little Larry, man, because I knew it was coming. I could see it in his face. When a man loses his breath and ability to talk after viewing something, when I'm telling you, this is what it sounded like when he saw it. What the Larry? Larry! I said, and, wait a minute. And this is exactly what I said. Wait a minute, Larry. Hold up. Look. Boom, it's still fresh. We can use it. And he burst into laughter and it broke everything. It just took all the heat away right then and there.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah,
do it
man.
because
Cause
I didn't want to.
Larry,
I was there visiting, and
Larry,
my truck was still
Larry was
parked
fleeing.
at the Monroe Walmart. With the
Yeah.
Duck Dynasty Walmart. I couldn't get back there. I couldn't be a witness. Shauna wouldn't. She had already left, so I was stuck there. I had to do something.
Right. 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 Yeah. Until you took me back on that one, man. You took me back.
Man, woo.
So, fellas, where are we? This is part two. Where are we in sports now? Like I was trying to allude to, like I'm thankful for these nice races in the MLB.
Yeah,
Um, the there's a race in the Central right now is heating up. Uh, in the American League. Also, of course, LeBron is still taking over headlines on choosing to go to Philly.
man.
Um,
Here's the new one on that real quick, Larry.
What's
I've
that?
seen so many posts that said nobody else wanted him, so he finally decided to throw all that money
I,
aside and
I
go to
was
Philly.
I was I was finna bring up what did y'all think about um what do y'all think about it's he tried to go to New York and New York was like, nah, we good.
Now, I didn't get that. I'm gonna tell you what I did get. I did get that it was a choice between Miami, Cleveland, Philly, Golden State, the Denver Nuggets, San Antonio Spurs, and the Toronto Raptors. That was
Yeah,
the conglomerate that he had to choose
yeah,
from. I didn't get anything from New York because
yeah,
as much as
it was
LeBron
New
has
York.
always wanted to play in New York, there's no room for LeBron in New York at all.
Yeah,
Period. Not
it
now.
was New York till New York said we were good. And I think New York was probably first on the list when he reached out. But they
Yeah,
shut
it
it
might have
down
been.
so quick and so fast that it probably was left off the list for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
understand.
so I can give you insight on that one. New York ended up not being a part of the reason why he went is because they won the championship already.
Right. Right.
If he
I'll go
went
with that.
there and they don't have the same opportunity to win or even get back to a semi or conference finals or the finals,
It's all his
LeBron,
fault.
he gonna get blamed.
Yeah.
If they didn't win or go far, then yeah, he's the piece they're missing.
But they're not
Let
For
me
missing a
ask
right,
piece if
y'all.
they just got a chip.
right. So they're not
Let me
missing the
ask,
team,
well,
absolutely. But however, in the same breath, the same token, that was also the same destination that Giannis wanted to go to initially before the trade deadline happened.
Right, right.
So New York has been a hot
It's the
commodity
it's the
for certain
mecca.
players
It's the
to want to
mecca,
go
man.
play. No,
Yeah,
absolutely, it's the
New
mecca of
York is the
basketball.
mecca of basketball, bro.
no,
Everybody
no,
Absolutely.
no, no, no.
hit.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
actually a mecca of every sport.
I go for that to a
Uh,
degree, maybe boxing.
But we know it. But
It
we
ain't
know
on football
but we know
though.
as far as the origination of basketball, that's the mecca of basketball. Like
nah,
Yeah,
facts,
that's where it comes from, right?
facts.
But we have to look
What?
at it. We have to look at it in the full sense. If LeBron went there, if they did win, and now they don't win, even when he goes, it's the same thing that Philly's going to actually deal with. Like
yeah.
it's going to ultimately end up being the same thing because now you go to a team that was already well constructed before you go there with 4 prominent scorers in the league. Now
It
you
wasn't
go
well
there.
constructed. It was darn sure well coached.
Well, I'm saying as far as the way Philly is orchestrated right now, before LeBron ended up being on this roster now,
Mhm.
they had typically one of the best rosters and starting fives on paper, not
Right,
barring injury or
right.
health, or if you're just looking at on paper, they have one of the best lineups in the NBA. Now you added LeBron to that, they solidified that lineup as far as them having the best lineup based on name and relatively the resumes. But now you have to
Okay.
see them put it together. But you're absolutely right.
What?
There were 4 or 5 other teams, with there being Miami, Golden State, Toronto, as we mentioned, Philly, and Cleveland, so on and so forth, as teams that would be the top
Fine.
the
Yeah.
top competitors to not choose him because he still has to choose them. The team has to want him, but he also has
And
to
they
want to go
did.
to that team. And
They
so all
definitely
those
did want
teams
him.
did, which is why a lot of these guys who are still in the free agency market have not gotten a chance to get their extended contract.
Absolutely.
Same thing
It,
that happened with AD.
Dra-
What is it?
yeah,
Clergy and I
AD,
spoke
Draymond.
right. Clergy and I spoke offline before about and you Rev and Trustee, we've all spoken about this. The
Yeah.
Wizards GM and front office had already spoke about not wanting to deal AD anyway.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
But now they
yeah.
also denied his max contract extension.
Mm.
So with that being said, now you don't know which way that could have went. That was before LeBron signed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think
So
But
we
now that
honestly,
he signed, they got a little more leverage.
And so now we
well,
don't
with
know which
that,
way they were going to go with it because they could have still did. Okay, well, if y'all not going to max me out, then he forces his way out of New Orleans with the Pelicans. He could have tried to force
Yeah.
his way out of
But
Washington
guess what?
at
Guess
the
what?
same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Guess
ways around it.
that
But
was 4 injuries ago though.
I mean, it may have been 4 injuries ago, but I'm just saying in the sense of how the
well, he
players
at the
have
end of his last one.
they have the players now have way more power than the players before. to get
They
themselves
do when
out
they
of
on
there
the court.
if they want
When
to.
they on the court producing, but when you done sat there pretty much a whole year out, you ain't got
AD
we
got
don't know what you're gonna be.
AD has some type of power because if they didn't want to extend his contract, now if they don't extend him, he plays well. Now he's not going to stay on your team. He can go anywhere else, and y'all just lost y'all multi all-star and defensive player at the fourth spot.
Bro, you know the power he has.
So it can go either way.
Let me ask y'all.
The power that he has is his name is AD.
That's
Well,
fair.
let me ask you this. I disagree because do y'all think that LeBron has
I don't think nothing has anything to do with LeBron no more. It's ridiculous.
no, do y'all think he reset the market with him taking the veteran minimum?
No,
And
he
I
No,
think
didn't.
honestly,
he didn't reset anything. He did what he's supposed to do to give himself a chance to win a title.
No, he didn't reset the market. Jalen Brunson already did that. That's why he won a championship because doing it.
Yeah.
when he took 100 million less.
Yeah, he set the market because
I don't.
now when
Well, I don't.
and the only reason I'm saying that is because now he set a blueprint for if I know what
I know what
need
he
as
did.
if I know what I need as a player, but also
Yeah.
understand that the type of guys who I want to also get paid by us winning, cool. I'm gonna take a pay cut because I'm gonna get mine on the tail end anyway. Let me get the guys around me that I know I can win with because Jalen Brunson has a very, very, very lucrative winning resume from high school to college to the NBA that no one is paying
Yeah.
attention to.
Yeah.
So that was
His
all strategic.
pedigree.
That was all strategic based on what he did.
His pedigree.
I'm gonna say
is
this,
different.
man. People give old boy a bad name, but there's been several individuals along the way who have taken considerably less money in order to manage cap space to be in a position to win championships. You know, uh,
Didn't
I
Wimby just
understand
do
what you're
it?
saying. Wemby
Didn't
did
Wimby
it.
just do
Yeah.
it?
Back in 2010, the Miami Heat had a
Yeah.
player do it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna name his name. I told you I ain't gonna name his name tonight.
No. All three of them did that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
All three of them.
To make it work.
Yeah,
yeah.
LeBron.
To make it work.
Exactly.
LeBron.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
So I mean,
I said,
players-
But the reason that happened is because Udonis Haslam was on the trading block to leave, and D Wade said no, he's gonna stay.
yeah,
So he talked them into taking less money at that time.
true.
And then
So many,
Haslam
man.
had a 20-year career after that.
Exactly,
I mean, with
exactly.
players,
Let me let me
they
ask
top
y'all.
marquee
Let me
players.
on when we talking about resetting the market and Jalen Brunson, giving a blueprint in 2020, in the 2020s on how to win a chip. Do y'all really still see New York as a strong favorite, considering
Absolutely.
they didn't really make a splash in the off-season market?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Why would you need
They-
to make a splash when you
yeah.
already
Old
had the
school saying.
components of a championship team already? What are
Yeah.
you splashing for?
Old school
Why
saying,
you?
if it ain't broke, don't fix
It
it.
ain't broke, don't fix it, man. What you need to make a splash for? We got our parts, we got our pieces. Let's run it back, son. Let's run it back.
I,
We don't
I
need
was
no
really
names. We fight harder being an underdog.
I was surprised. I don't know why, but I was surprised when I saw them re-sign Clarkson. Um,
Mhm. Every
No,
single every
I
single
wasn't.
person on that team made a
I wasn't.
contribution to that
I
championship,
wasn't.
bro.
No, I wasn't at all. But what you got, Clergy?
They did pick up a pick in the draft. I want to say one
Oh,
of them foreign players.
yeah.
Just to add depth to the bench. I mean,
Right,
every little
right.
bit helps.
Which is already phenomenal.
Yeah.
But
So every
here,
little bit helps.
right now I'm calling New York the Ric Flair basketball.
I mean, they got about another, I say, maybe 2 good solid years. Then contracts gonna come up.
I don't even know
There's
if
only
they
so
got that
much.
long. I think they might have this year.
Okay, well, I
yeah,
mean,
I
yeah,
think
that's fair. I mean, because players want to get paid, man. I
Yeah.
mean, it
You
ain't, it
know,
ain't like
and
the old mindset.
I
Hey,
definitely got them
win the
going to the
league.
Eastern Conference Finals, and I definitely have them being a front runner for the NBA championship. I don't know that they're going to repeat. It's just too much parity in the league for repeats to
Yeah.
me. I don't see it. I think that last three-peat that that Kobe had might be the last three-peat we see, and then that little thing that Golden State had when they ran two back. I think that was it, man. I think the way that the talent has taken over, it ain't happening. It ain't happening no more. They spreading
What
themselves around.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it's about the talent. I don't think guys are as loyal to staying with the franchise for them to trust
No.
people around them. So it's not just
No.
it's not just the parity of it not repeating on that side. Guys are just not staying with teams who draft them because we see how player movement has erupted and allowed
Like
these
I
guys
said,
to
to
have the
grab the
opportunity to
bag.
go wherever they want to go now at this point, based on
It's
the
to grab the
contract
bag
signing,
crew.
based on the money and all these different things. And so the parity is because of the players. It's not because of the franchise. It's because of the players.
Right.
If the players,
It's
if
a
the
players'
players
league
actually
now.
stayed home, it's a players' league for sure.
Yeah,
But
it's a players' league.
but once again, Clergy and I spoke offline. I mentioned to him, and I can be 100% wrong, but I have full belief. The way things are going right now, the next CBA, it's going to be hard for these players to get what they think they want. It's going to be hard.
Well,
It's
they've
gonna
been
be
winning
hard.
too much.
Hey,
They've been winning too much. They've been winning too much.
No. Nobody's winning too much. These
No,
guys
no.
no. These guys are being paid so much, and they're not
That's
playing.
winning, bro. That's what I say when I say winning. And not only have they won,
Okay.
it's the ability to have so much control over their careers that they could basically sign a contract and damn niggas like, yeah, well, whatever with that. I'm going over here. I refuse that after this option. I'm gonna spend these few years here doing whatever I feel. They ain't gotta be great because I'm gonna go over here and be great. And they've been able to do that and get away with it.
And so,
Put my time in.
and so that was a part of the conversation I had with Clergy offline, where a lot of these contracts moving forward are going to start having different type of loopholes, kind of similar to what Zion Williamson had to deal with his weight,
Yeah.
with him eating a certain way, not being able to get on the court. He has to be able to meet this weight and play these amount of games under these amount of minutes and score this amount of. All that stuff is going to end up being.
And there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. People think, "Oh, you control it, bruh. You are a commodity. There's an expectation. People are paying money to see you."
I just believe that over
Question.
time, the way that these guys have been earning all this money and they're not playing. Prime example, the Kawhi Leonard investigation that's going on. That's going to be very pivotal for the next CBA because he passed up on some money. He was being paid and not playing, and he was still healthy to play. Now all of a sudden, that trade can't go through because he's under investigation for money being given to him under the table. That's alleged, right? So things like that is going to become a thing too.
There was a lot of hate involved in somebody reporting that, though. You understand what I'm saying? There was a whole lot of hate in somebody reported because, and it came from hate. You know where it came from? It came from the people who was paying them under the table, bro.
No, I can't say that.
I do. I got to.
I'm gonna tell
just
you.
Gonna leave us and beg out when we've been over here taking care of you. You ain't been playing the money for the money we've been giving you, Slim, and now you gonna tell us you about to leave? Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna hand it back over to Rev for the next segment.
Mm-hmm.
This track record has followed Kawhi from San Antonio, where it's a marquee game. Nothing has been reported to be wrong with him, and he's not playing at all.
Low management.
Low management, great. But that followed him to the Clippers.
Yeah, sure.
But that continued to be a thing where nothing is being reported that he's hurt. Nothing happened. Right. He wasn't in a car accident.
Nope.
Nothing. But all of a sudden, he's not playing. And he's not playing. That investigation.
Nothing that you're saying is wrong.
That investigation may have started before we, as the fans, or media analysts at this point, what we're doing, even know about it. But it's been spoken about. Like, why is Kawhi Leonard not playing? Why is he not playing? He trusts his body.
He didn't want to.
No, he didn't want to. I understand that, but it's.
I'm just following up with you, bro. Don't put me no mind, man.
No, you could. So you're supposed to trust your body more than a trainer or your coach or your teammates or whoever, right? Cool. But now they have to start looking into it. It's like nothing's being reported back that something's wrong with you. We have fans traveling to see you play, and you're not playing.
Yeah, well,
You are a
here's the
marquee
problem.
guy. You are a
You're
marquee
right.
guy to put butts in the seats, and you're not playing.
But you're right. But
That's
guess
part of the
what?
investigation. That's part of the investigation.
Stay in that vein. Stay in that vein, Ace. Let me
Hold
ask
on.
you this. Hold on. Wait. Let me stay in that vein. So Kawhi, this is the first season, this past season, the first season like in a long time that him playing almost a full season, right? Because he didn't play the full season before. He
For a
played
long
like
time.
half,
For a long time.
like the second half of the season into the playoffs, and then this past season, he played, pretty much the whole entire season.
Kawhi Leonard played so great this year. He was in top 5 of this year.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't surprised when you don't play on about 15% of your NBA career. 1-5. I mean, you should be fresh as good. I mean, hey man.
That's why I asked that question, because like it's like as you start to kind of peel some of what's being said, and in this investigation, like you're starting to see, you're starting to see might be some validity to what they're saying, because like Sean P just alluded, like you sit here and play one full season, like that's the first full season in ever.
3 or 4.
Hey, hey, trustee. Trustee.
Yeah.
Hey, all of us on the panel, we gotta go to work and hit it hard. This fool got unlimited PTO and still get full salary. God, that's highway robbery.
Absolutely.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
You log into your time bank, his stuff got X's on there. Everybody else got 10, 15, 20.
Absolutely.
This fool got an X crawling across, man.
But you know what, too? Understand this, too. Understand this.
That's why I asked that
Hold
question.
On. But it's 2 ways to that, too. You got to understand, when he does that, does he not generally get what he wants when it's time to leave? I want out. I want to go somewhere. I don't feel like this no more. Whiny, baby. Dumb laugh at him. And he gets it.
Yeah, because the reason why they're not doing good is you ain't there, bro.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to this. It ain't about them. Remember what I just told you about these stars now. It's about who? It ain't about the team. So, as far as he's concerned, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is who I am. You knew this is who I was since I was in San Antonio. What? You act like it's a surprise.
Yeah. I just say it's a players' league. When you get the players' leverage, I still say it should be 50-50 in a sense. I mean, because the owners making billions of dollars off the players, So
I honestly think I think that their health care for all around every single major league sports, healthcare and retirement. Aside from that, when you out here playing, Slim, you need to play. You under contract to play. You ain't out here to load manage. You ain't had to miss games. You out here to play basketball and win championships. That's what it ain't about. You making the bag. If you win some championships and play the basketball to the level that you're supposed to, you're gonna make the money.
Agreed.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because I have a question. Do we want to let the people know where we at, or can I ask the question first?
It's up to you. I can let them know where we at, baby.
Let's let them know.
Ain't no where they at. Go ahead.
When the weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine, we're bringing you a message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. We got Trusty Sean P, keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back, and guiding the ship with a word so clear. Reverend Larry on the mic is here. Trusty Sean P, Deacon King Ace, and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
All right, Dickie King Ace, take it away.
So, since Trustee made that statement that he did, my question is, can you be considered a greatest of all time player with no championships based on eye tests and individual accolades?
When I say eye test, this is what I mean by eye test. Okay. Eye test is the common sense things as a leader. The common sense thing is when you could tell the difference when you're off the court versus when you're on the court. The eye test in regards of what's defense when you're on the court, what does the defense look like when you're on the court, and what does the team look like when you're off the court.
And see, my eye test is in Braille.
Hold on.
This dude, bro, I cannot with him, bro. What the heck?
I straight up got a Helen Keller eye test. For real, man. I understand what you're saying. Those are what you call intangibles. Let's call it that. The intangibles. What you're describing is intangibles, Larry. And yes, they do matter, but guess what you cannot measure? You can't measure that. But I understand what you're saying. That's why I don't use that though. If I'm going to say something, I got to say it based off of the factual information, the criteria that's been put out. I'm Braille when it comes to the eye test.
So the reason for my question, right, is
I forgot
my co-host and we had a conversation on just another sports conversation with James Boyd and King Ace Prince, and we had a conversation about top 10 of all time, greatest of all time, and the segment ended up being about favorites or greatest of all time. We were supposed to be doing greatest of all time, and his list's not really about greatest of all time to me. Because he has because he has John Stockton in there, he has Barkley in there, he Pippen in there, Harden in there. So I had to ask because all of those guys that I just mentioned do not have any hardware to back them up.
Nothing.
Because the greatest of all time
except Pippen
has. Pippen, yes, but he was never considered like the main guy, right?
No, he was Robin. He was definitely the Robin. He was not Batman with Superman. He was Robin.
Pippen to me is the ultimate Robin who should have the proper adulation and respect. I'll give him that.
He should. I definitely believe that.
But at the same time, putting guys in that tier of the greatest of all time with no actual hardware, it don't support it the same way, which is why I asked. Because some guys do believe this, which is why this generation today, some guys' GOAT is Paul George. And he hasn't won anything. I'm serious. I'm not making this up.
Yeah, how exactly? If that's the case, I should go to Derrick Rose then.
No. I can explain it based on because they're going off of his game, which I would allude to being your favorite player compared.
That's exactly what it is.
But others don't. They don't equate it to be that. That's why.
And I got
you guys who have a little bit more expanded basketball knowledge. And or not just opinionated ways of viewing it, but have basketball knowledge on the way we view it. Because no one in the GOAT debate does not at least have 2 championships, let alone 3. Wilt get a pass having 2, but no one else has less than that between Wilt and Hakeem Olajuwon only having 2 championships in the GOAT debate.
What part of his game equates to him being the GOAT?
It's the style.
It's because they like the way he plays, Larry.
Yeah.
That's their eye test.
That's what I'm saying. The eye test is going to tell you.
That's their eye test. That's what we're saying. That's why I'm saying my eye test is Braille, man.
Look, the eye test today is going to tell you Paul George is a better player than Pippen. But Pippen's contribution to what the Bulls team needed for him to do worked out much better than what a Paul George.
Way better.
But once again, this is not me trying to knock Paul George because I was a fan of Paul George, I am.
I am a fan of Paul George. I just don't think
I'm a fan.
I just don't. But
I'm a
I
fan
don't. When
too.
I think of the greatest of all time, I don't even think of him in the top 75. I
Facts.
don't. I don't. I don't equate him in the top 75, man.
I mean, what has he done?
Exactly.
Made over
I mean, except
made
for
over
have a
500
nice
million.
game. He's got a beautiful game.
He's made over
Yeah.
500 million in his career.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I
okay.
mean, hey, that's a lot. Yeah,
That's a
true.
lot of money, man. That's when we get back to securing the bag. He secured his bag. I can't be mad at him.
He's made that without winning anything.
In
No
anything.
league MVP, no All-Star
Anywhere.
MVP,
Anywhere.
nothing.
No, a scoring title, rebound title, steal
Defensive player of
title,
the year, nothing.
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 But Paul George is still being considered one of the quintessential GOATs of
No,
this
it-
era to this
no.
new generation coming up.
No.
Who don't really understand.
Nah, heck no.
Just a good player
don't
that's
get
made
that.
a lot of money. That's how I look at it. Good player
That's-
won a lot and made a
that's-
lot of money. And another player who made a lot of money ain't too far away from him. And he was a role player. Tobias
Yeah.
Harris. He made over $330 million. So I mean, come on now.
And
I'm
those
just-
numbers,
And he's
I'm
at
just
San
gonna say
Antonio.
this.
He had it to
I'm
San
just gonna say
Antonio
this.
this year.
If
Yeah.
what's name would never probably got hurt, we probably never think of Paul George, Danny Granger, because he was on that team for them for one season. I mean, Danny Granger got hurt, and we just assuming that's how Paul George got his time with Indiana Pacers.
well, it is, but we can't say that because he proved that he belonged out on that court.
Yeah,
When he got his-
absolutely.
when
he
you know, when he-
yeah.
Yeah. So I can't say that
Yes,
because
but-
for that particular purpose is that he showed up and showed up.
Hey, Rev, let the light skinned brothers go ahead. I want to see this.
It's not gonna happen. We have an understanding between us. There's enough going on in the world right now. It's enough black on black crime. We don't need light skinned on light
man.
skinned.
We don't
Hey,
need no
look,
division.
y'all ain't always considered black. Y'all nougat. Y'all nougat.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey,
Prince is
Sean,
gone.
she is intentional. They got
Prince is gone.
the two
Prince
brothers
is
at the
gone,
top,
and
and they
Drake
got us
been
at the
quiet
bottom.
for a run. Boys Kojo ain't really as important as he used to be. We starting to make a
He said-
comeback. You know, Prince gone now. You know, Drake done quieted down a little bit. He ain't got his mind back right after Kendrick and smacked him upside his head. So I think everything is starting to fall back into place. But we ain't right to ripple no waves out here, man.
Okay.
Right.
I
He
stay-
said
I
Drake
stay down.
came
I'ma
back. He got
stay
back.
down. I'ma
He got
stay
back
down.
in formation.
I'll be
Trust
back. I'll
me.
be back
Yeah.
in about 5 minutes.
Hey,
I'm-
he made him come back with 3 albums, not 1, 3.
Not one. Yeah. He came back hard. He came. Some of the
I'm
stuff after he
still
said I'm
trying to-
good.
I'm still
That
trying
hurt
to
him.
figure out how did Paul George come up in that discussion.
You're not going to figure out. Here's what you can't do.
So
One
the thing is, I'm the buffer.
I'm trying to
between-
find remotely
I'm the-
where.
but I'm saying I'm the buffer.
Larry,
I'm trying to see
Larry.
what-
Larry, you know there's 3 things you can't do, Larry, in life. Number 1, you cannot change a made up mind. Number 2, you can't change
Facts.
God. Number 3, you cannot make sense out of nonsense.
He's telling the
I'm
truth.
just trying to
But
find-
what I'm trying to
I'm just trying to
I'm
find
gonna add to that. I'm gonna add to that.
Go ahead.
All
go ahead.
respect to Paul George, but if somebody say they finna start a franchise, Paul George is not the number 1 player to come to their mind. I'm just gonna
Nah.
leave it at that. He's not the number 1 option. Now he will be on somebody's
Probably
team.
in his later years, but if that catastrophic injury that he had in the FIBA didn't happen, Paul George would be in a different conversation.
Maybe, but I still don't have it being the GOAT conversation.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm presenting it to our panel
Right.
because I'm relatively going to be the buffer from the generation that don't understand what the GOAT and greatness conversation is supposed to be compared to these guys who are just labeling anybody to be a GOAT, and they shouldn't.
Yeah.
You're right. It's so right.
It's because you like the way they play. And
Yeah,
yes,
it's the likeness. It's the likeness
they-
of the game. But,
they
but
have-
everybody,
they have a
everybody
great
can't be
game.
goated. Everybody can't be goated. Everyone can't be goated.
But do
I'm
you
sorry.
remember when they were saying that Allen Iverson was the GOAT at one time? I remember that. Allen was on that short list at one time along with Kobe. It was a time when Barkley was up there. Magic, Bird, Mike, Dr. J. Those, but that's been quite a while back now. This is before that new era.
But that's why I also asked at what point? Well, I didn't ask it this way, but now I'm gonna ask it this way. At what point do we separate you being a fan and having that person as a favorite compared to someone who is solidified because of the things they accomplish, team or individual, that separates them? You have guys who are being thrown in this conversation who won championship, being Jokic, being considered the greatest big man of all time, but it's like you have other big men who have 2, 3. You got Kareem with 6 league MVPs and 6 championships.
Right. And
he
6
was an all-time leading
championships
scorer before LeBron broke it.
Before LeBron, right? And guess what? Hold on. Can I say something about it? When he did it, nobody ever said they were longevity stats.
No one ever
said leave it at that. Nobody ever disrespected him like that.
For Kareem,
not
no one ever said it was longevity. For Kareem.
Nobody said Kareem was longevity, which is why I kind of like this dude. I can see, all right, but y'all go out. I'm going to tell you what. It does more damage to the reputation of Jordan than it does hurt LeBron when you do this mythical, misinformation stuff. It does more damage to Jordan's legacy. It does because it means it does because when the facts come out and you see that this is misinformed, it's like, damn, you had to go this far to try to make this dude look better than somebody.
No,
that's the way I look at it. Because Jordan is my GOAT. Jordan will always be my GOAT. But when I look at this stuff online, I know that it is factually incorrect. It's factually incorrect.
Trustee.
Why do you have to tell a lie to boost one person over another? Trustee, is all I'm saying.
Trustee, it'll never hurt Jordan because we're looking at guys having to play 20 years or more to still accomplish what he did in 15. And actually 13, because his Wizards years, he didn't accomplish that much in between them 2 years.
I'm not going to touch that.
Hold on.
I'm going to leave that alone tonight because, again, I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm not going to, because I went and got statistics and data to prove something, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let y'all, we're going to go back to where we are in sports part 2 right now.
You got stats? I got
no. I know you do, but I'm guaranteeing you, if we got the same thing that I think we got, even you are going to show.
There's an
uneven balance there.
There's gonna be an uneven balance because if I have to do something longer than you, but you achieve what I'm trying to get in a shorter time,
thank you.
You will be considered greater.
But when I went through 1/3 of the people that you had to go through to get mine, that matters. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it. When you play 30 Hall of Famers or future Hall of Famers to get to your titles, and I only played against 9, 1/3 of what you had to go through to get the 4 that you got, it matters.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, it does.
It doesn't because if my competition,
how can it not?
Hold on.
How can it not? If I had to pay 3 times the level of,
hold on, Sean.
I'm asking. Here's what I gotta know. If I'm playing 3 times the level,
Sean P,
go for it.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Hold up. Go ahead, Ace.
If I'm playing against a certain level of competition, but my teammates are also on that same level and or better, D Wade MVP conversation, Anthony Davis MVP conversation, Chris Bosh MVP conversation, K Love for 2020 in Minnesota. Kyrie Irving, scoring machine, #1 option in Cleveland, 2-time All-Star before he got there. Luka Doncic, MVP conversation. We can't talk about who he played against instead of always not comparing to who he played with. Jordan didn't play with the same caliber of teammates.
Lies on top of lies.
None of those guys would have gone to another team and been a franchise player. Horace Grant would have never been a franchise player. Dennis Rodman.
Not about being a franchise player.
I'm responding to you. Dennis Rodman was not a franchise player. He was only a defender.
No, that's not necessarily true.
That's not true.
That's not true. When he was in Detroit, he was a scorer, man. And I'm telling you right now, people.
Y'all
you're right. This is why I didn't want to get into it. This is why I didn't want to get into it, man. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not. I was talking. Hey, look. Hey, clergy. Hey, I'm thinking about starting a banana ball league, man. What's up? I want to start a team, bro. Let's me and you start something, clergy. Light skin power.
No, we here.
Two banana tone people for some banana ball. What you think, bro?
We here. We here now. We here now. You can't.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm done with it because statistically, I can prove I'm right. I can prove it statistically in black and white.
You can prove.
Go ahead, Ace.
We also talked about the eye test. Scottie Pippen is the only player consistently that Jordan played with but Scottie Pippen didn't even come into his own until his third or fourth year. So while people say he didn't win until he got Scottie, no, MJ lost while having Scottie too.
Yes.
No one paid attention to that.
Yes.
And they
Nobody
didn't lose
said.
because of Jordan. Hold on. They didn't lose because of Jordan, but there are plenty of times that LeBron James teams lost because of him.
It was not plenty of times, but we know one for sure.
No.
I don't know about no plenty of times.
We're not gonna talk about that though.
I don't know about plenty, but we definitely know one series for sure that he was just some butt.
That LeBron James's teams in the playoffs and in the finals, they lost because of LeBron. No team that Jordan had lost because Jordan didn't show up.
I can only name one time that LeBron totally blew a final.
And that
Seriously.
was when?
Huh?
That was when?
The Mavericks.
No, it wasn't just
and
Mavericks.
that
It wasn't
huh?
the Mavericks.
It wasn't a matter.
2007, LeBron James couldn't shoot, and they let him shoot.
Thank you.
That's because of
Thank
him.
you. They forget
They lost
that.
because of him.
They
couldn't
forget
shoot.
that. They forget that.
I don't forget it.
No. In 2010, LeBron was averaging 30 or less % against the Boston Celtics because he couldn't shoot.
Yes. Yes.
Why is he having to shoot? Where's your shooting guard? Why is he a first option?
Player in the league.
He's the system.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not. He is a facilitating forward. He's a facilitating forward. I'm not going with that, man. He's not even a first option. He's not the first option.
What?
He
was not the first. How you gonna be a point and the first option, Slim? Where you learn to play basketball?
He had Delonte West, Boobie Gibson, Larry Hughes, and Delonte West on his team. What are we talking about?
Bro,
who had the rock? Who handled that rock?
It wasn't just LeBron.
LeBron wasn't the first option. LeBron was not the first option.
In Cleveland.
Hey, LeBron ain't never been a first option.
Oh, man.
In a game where you have a shooting guard, how is your forward ever going to be a first option?
Yeah, we're going to end the show. We're going to end the show tonight, man. We're going to end the show, bro.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Are you about to sit here and say LeBron James
we end the show after that. We end the show, bro. We end the show.
Sean
I can't do that.
Hey, Sean P, tell him. It ain't 5 LeBrons in the lineup. There's only one LeBron. What other role players that?
He said LeBron was not a number 1 option?
Yeah.
In Cleveland.
Ever.
His first 7 years in Cleveland, he was a number 1 option.
Oh, man. Another one.
He said he's going to bring it back.
You don't even believe that.
Okay.
You believe LeBron was not the number 1 option in Cleveland. 2-time back-to-back league MVP. 2 seasons.
Who was the first option? When does a role player win the MVP, bro?
There ain't no role player. If you're the second option, we know full well somebody got to bring the ball up. Somebody got
10 season were 60+ winning teams, and LeBron James was the one leading that team, getting a scoring title of 30.02. And
you just opened this segment. You just opened this segment up, bro, about stats and how people show all these mythical ideas about Jordan, and I countered that because most of the myths comes from LeBron fans. I've yet to see. I've yet to see anybody on any talk show on Fox or ESPN come out as Jordan apologists downplaying LeBron. No, it's always the other way around. I can name you Nick Wright, comes out on Fox Sports, and all he does is try to come up with statistical myths of why Kobe and Jordan are less than LeBron. They're always putting down Jordan and Kobe. And all I hear is the defense of all of these so-called myths that's been put out there. But, bro, for you to sit here and say that LeBron is not the first option,
And the only reason why he would even be considered the first option is because he controls where the ball goes in the offense. He's the one controlling the
Bro,
pace. He's the one
I
pushing the
said
ball.
it
But as
last week,
far as go ahead, go ahead.
and I gotta repeat it again. You are a LeBron apologist, bro.
I ain't a
You
LeBron
gotta admit
apologist.
that
I'm a
now.
basketball
No,
realist.
sir. You cannot be real talking about LeBron is not the first option, bro.
I'm
Come
gonna give
on,
you
man.
that. Hold on, stop. I'm gonna give you LeBron's the first option. You know why? Because he controls the pace of the game. It ain't because he's the damn score first dude. He
It,
ain't the
it's
score
it,
first
it's
dude. He facilitates. He's a pass first dude. How you gonna tell me he's the first option and he's pass first? Now continue, Negro.
Trustee, hold on.
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta do my little rundown with you. Hold on.
I've never heard
yeah.
in my
Hey,
life,
hey,
Ace.
hey,
Ace, Ace.
maybe
I've never in
Sean
my
P on
life
something.
heard a role player win an MVP 4 times.
He.
Never in my
Hey,
life.
look.
I've never
Hold
heard
on,
that in my life.
hold on.
I've never
John
heard of that
Stockton was a role player.
ever.
John Stockton was a role player.
John Stockton ain't never won an MVP.
I don't care about
No,
that. He
and
was a role
and
player.
no,
No, but that's
and no,
just
John
John
Stockton
Stockton
wasn't.
was a role player.
That's
Allen
No,
Iverson
John
was a
Stockton.
role player.
no,
No,
but that's what he
no.
brought up. That's what he brought up. He said he's never heard of a role player winning an MVP. I've never heard of that. Six man, yeah.
No, hold on. The reason
John
why I'm
Stockton
saying
was.
this,
John Stockton is not a
I'm
role
point.
player.
He was a
Mhm.
role player, by the way. I mean, so to be fair,
No.
every player has a role, but how we view a player being a role player
Magic Johnson
is
was a
different.
role player,
No, it was not.
and yeah, early in his career, yeah, he was
No. Everyone who
Robert
because he
plays
was a
Horry.
point.
everyone who plays a sport
No,
is a role
no.
player. Your responsibilities of your role is what magnifies or not. Everybody is a
That's
role
about
player.
the smartest thing I've heard all night.
I'm saying it because that can kind of like settle the hostility of everything else.
I ain't hostile.
But it don't kill you saying LeBron was not number one option. It don't
Here's
kill.
my point. Here's where I'm gonna leave it at. There's no way a pass first person is the number one option as far as I'm concerned, because when I think what a number one option is, I'm thinking of the first person to take the shot. Not the last person,
We can't say that. We
but
can't
I'm
say
talking
that
about
because
who is
Magic
going to
Johnson.
take off with that shot first.
We
Now,
can't say
the
that because
first option,
Magic Johnson
the
was a
first
pass
option is
first. He
always
was the
going to be
first
your
option.
shooting guard should be your first option. However, depending on the offense that you run, depending on the offenses that you're running, your shooting guard is really who you want shooting the ball. Why else would they name him shooting guard? And I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna keep on moving forward. Now,
So let me take you
generally
back
you
to
have a point guard.
let me take
Generally
let me
you
take
have a point guard. Generally you have a point guard, a one or two. Everybody has their own specific number on the court. However, with LeBron being a three, a four, maybe a five, he's primarily a 13. He's a point small forward, a point forward. So he's a 1-3 combo. Basically, that's what he does. And the first thing a point does is look for the open person. Pass first has been something that we talked about on this show since we began having conversations together. Yeah, LeBron's always been pass first. He's a pass first dude. He wants to implement everybody in offense. So if you pass first, how the hell you a first option?
because the ball has to hit the rim.
Because yes, but guess what?
Yes, that's the
Then that
first
means
option.
okay. That's what I just said. I said I'm gonna give you that.
Very
I'm gonna give
seldomly,
you that. I just said I'm gonna
very
give you that
seldomly,
because it goes
very
through him to
seldomly.
go to the
I
person.
let you. I
Let's
let
go
you
take the
speak your
first one.
point. I
Go
let you
for it.
speak
Go
your
ahead.
point.
But I just said it.
Very,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
very seldomly, LeBron brought the ball up in times when they had Larry Hughes, Booby, um, Booby Gibson, Chalmers, uh, Kyrie. Very seldom did he have to bring the ball up.
Mhm.
Very seldom. Let me
Okay.
take you back to the Houston Red Storm. My number one guy right now is Dylan Spriggins. All right. Dylan's going to average probably this year. He's probably going to average at least 30 points a game. All right.
Okay.
He is our number one option. Now,
Mhm.
does that mean that he scores every possession? No. but the ball has to touch his hands, because when the ball touches his hands, the defense reacts, and that's what you want in offense. You want the
So
defense to
can we say
react.
this then?
Hold
Can
on,
we
wait,
say
wait,
this
wait.
then? I'm
Hold
asking.
on,
I'm
hold
going to
on,
ask you a quick.
hold
Can
on,
we say we have a
hold
different
on,
terminology
hold
in
on.
first option?
Let me finish. Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
You got the point. I'm just trying to help you
Yeah,
out here.
let me finish my point. So what you want is the defense on offense. Everybody on the panel agree. You want you want the defense to react to your first pass, right? And you want the defense to react to your number one option. And let's just say your number one option gets the ball on the fourth pass of the possession. That does not make him the fourth option. He's still the focal point of the offense. And when the ball comes back to him on a fourth pass, when you start to dig into your play even deeper, you're going to see the defense dive into its defense deeper. And then you're going to start to get different reactions on the offense of who's cutting, who's jumping, who's setting picks, who's popping from those picks. While your first option, who just got the ball on the fourth or fifth pass, has the ball. So you sit here and say somebody is not the first option because they're pass first. The defense dictates what that person does. Why? Because they are the threat on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he passes the ball or not. Because what's going to happen this year, Dylan is going to average 30, 32 points a game and possibly 8 to 9 assists. Yes. Why is that? Does that mean he's pass first? No. But that means he passes the ball when the defense opened those spots. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. So whether LeBron gets the ball second, third, fourth, or fifth or not, that doesn't dictate him not being the first option. He's the first option because he dictates what that offense does. And it
Man, I swear to God, I just said that.
He said it from a different angle, but he did say that. He did.
I did say that. I said also, though, maybe I said I'm going to give you that because he's the one that brings it up and makes the play happen. So I'm going to give you the first option as far as that's concerned. But when I think of the first option, I think of the individual. You want the ball in their hands to take the shot. Not necessarily to facilitate the offense, but to make and take that shot. And I don't see him as being that guy. Does he make a lot? Yeah, he does take a lot from time to time.
That says a lot.
I'll say this. I'll say
you
this.
Just said a mouthful. I don't think
I know I did.
I'll say this.
And I did. And I chewed and swallowed it too, Flip.
I'll say this. I'll say this to add to what we're speaking about. LeBron's first 7 years, sure, he initiated the offense.
Yeah.
Although he played with a DeJuan Wagner, he played with an Eric Snow. Okay, Delonte West, Mo Williams, Gibbs, other guys who were supposed to be the facilitators on that team. At least Mo Williams, Eric Snow, more facilitators. DeJuan Wagner, Bobby Gibbs, and more scorers and shooters.
Right.
Even Damon Jones to a lesser degree. His first year, however, he wasn't the facilitator that we think he is because they were trying to understand how they were going to play together. You know, so it was a mix. It was a mixture of him and D Wade. Then LeBron and Mario Chalmers getting into it from time to time. LeBron not wanting Eric Spoelstra to be there to be the coach of the team. All of that came into play when Eric Spoelstra was able to. Eric Spoelstra was the one who was able and allowing the fluidity of the offense to flow with or without LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So
which is a testament to him as a coach.
Yeah, it definitely adds to Eric Spoelstra being the coach that he's shown us that he can be, right? Mm-hmm. So then when we look at it from another level of D Wade and LeBron, you really didn't know who was going to be the facilitator sometimes. You didn't know who was going to be the first option because you had 3 first options on one team. So who's going to take the back seat? Chris Bosh initially is the main one who took the back seat because of D Wade and LeBron's game, getting downhill, getting to the rim, not really being 3-point shooters, more perimeter guys. Okay, that worked in their favor. But LeBron wasn't the quintessential first option on that team. It was between him and Wade. And then that's also when Wade was available. The following year is when the first option for LeBron in Miami became a little bit more open and identified because D Wade took that step back. And we all,
absolutely. You know, I'm agree with that.
LeBron, hey, this LeBron's team. We need you to be the best player you can be. I'll be the villain. We don't need you. Da 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 da. Cool. That's what that was.
LeBron, I 100% agree with that.
Right. However, the passing and the scoring prowess of a Dwayne Wade was still evident.
Yes.
So
yes.
There were plenty of games, plenty of playoff series where he stepped in and stepped up and did what was necessary for them to win too. But LeBron, by no stretch of the imagination, no one would ever look and see that he was not a number one option. Just to be as fair across the board, because no one's going to pay attention to those key notes that I just mentioned of how it broke down and how it happened, and remembering the way that it was broken down for that to happen for the Heatles, because that's what they were called. They were the Beatles, but the basketball team, right? So LeBron being the first option, D Wade ended up being not just a secondary option, but of course he could still be the first option if he needed to. But he took the back seat for LeBron to be the player he had become when he went back to. And the reason why we know that to be because he took the same formula that he learned in Miami to Cleveland. He took the same formula from Miami to Cleveland to LA. So we can't say that he was not a number one option, but the way that he was a number one option, he still needed to have a secondary finisher with him who could also ISO, who also understand how to move without the ball. For the most part, relatively decent defenders and another stretch 4 or 5 who could come from outside from inside to the paint to the outside, have a decent 3-point shot, but was also recently a franchise guy on that same team.
Maybe that's why I'm losing it then.
Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, and AD, all franchise beings. Kyrie and D Wade, franchise guards who played with LeBron. LeBron. They weren't successful this year for a multitude of reasons, but we don't have to speak too far into that. But we're talking about what's already been factual and established based on him actually succeeding and winning. I can't say that LeBron was not a number one option. I can't fall for that. I can't agree with that and roll with it. But trust me, I do still see why you said what you said the way that you did. Initially, we weren't going for it, but you got a chance to explain it, so it makes sense now. Because
I knew exactly.
But when he first said it, Clergy, we was like, hold the hell up. What are you talking about?
I knew where he's coming from. And like you said, and when you explain it from both angles, and his mindset, LeBron is like, hey, I know I'm the number one option, but I don't want to be the number one option because that's why I want to get everybody involved in the game. That's basically what it is. Like, number one option, I think, as somebody who's a prolific scorer. They looking to attack every time.
Every time.
They're not trying to get their players in the game. So he tries to get everybody involved in the game because
that's why
he knows he can score the ball at any time.
Anytime. That's my point. The person who I consider the first out is that person you want that's going to take that shot. Now I will say this. I can kind of give him that too, because when the game's on the line, he's the one that, pretty much most of the time is going to take that shot if he has it. He's going to take it.
But that's why he also started playing with other guys who can create their own shot and get it on their own, in a Kyrie Irving and a Dwayne Wade.
Right.
Because he didn't want to have that pressure of taking the last shot. One thing that we have to realize, even to this day, LeBron still has a flaw in his game that
everybody has a flaw.
did. No.
Everybody has. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has a flaw.
No. We're talking about a flaw that's only based on you, no one else. Any flaw that you're gonna say for Kobe, MJ, anybody else is related to somebody else. The one flaw LeBron still has till this day is getting to that free throw line and knocking down shots confidently.
Yeah,
He
he's
still
definitely not a
has
good free
that
throw
flow.
shooter. Yeah, he's
I
not a
think
good
maybe you should do it granny style. It probably would help.
He
Like
said-
Rick Barry.
He
But
said
Kobe
granny
and
style.
MJ, Dwayne
I'm
Wade,
joking.
Joe Johnson, all these, they didn't have that fear at the free throw line. LeBron has gone to the free throw line and freaking airball.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody did it. Jordan.
everybody's done that though,
Jordan
man.
never
But his,
airball.
but his,
Jordan never
I
airball.
guarantee you, I can pull it up.
but his
Jordan have
Achilles
airball.
also
Jordan have
his
elbow.
Achilles,
He has
His
definitely done it, bro.
his Achilles is also his handles. He's never had any handles.
I'm ahead of y'all.
I'm gonna take that back. I'm saying that it's not that he doesn't have any handles. He doesn't necessarily. He ain't gonna go between the legs, cross over, a whole bunch of other stuff. He has handles. He can go switch. He can go right or left. The man can go right or left, Larry. It's just the problem with his left is this: 9 times out of 10 is when he pulls up. When he goes right
Swear to God.
is when he's coming down the lane to jam. Now,
What you talking
what
about,
we,
LeBron?
yeah,
So
what do we consider his handles, man? What do we consider his handles? Because I've seen him dog people with on the court with basketball.
So what y'all trying to tell me?
Oh, you seen
is a
people
guy
dog
who
with his
shot a free
shoulders.
throw with his eyes closed, airball the free throw with his eyes open. All right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen him
I
dog
guess
people
that
with
thing
his
Michael
shoulders.
Jordan is invincible or something, huh? Everybody eyeball before, man.
Yeah, man, everybody does
I be
that.
like, hey, Sean P, I played
All I-
quarterback. Hey, Sean
all
P,
I
I played
ask-
quarterback.
all
I ain't
I'm
never threw an
asking-
interception. I ain't
all
never
I'm
threw an
asking-
interception.
Yeah, right. Hey, look,
look.
I did. I did play quarterback, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I had one game so terrible, man. It didn't. The coach was happy when they knocked me out. I was having a Jordan night where I just was not gonna let it go, and I've got. It's not so much. I only had one interception, and I dog slim because I like to hit anyway, and I was a little bit bigger than him than I am now. And I caught him. I caught him blindsided. And I lifted him like he's supposed to. I wrapped, lifted, and dropped him. Boy, I put him out the game, but that was
Put all
besides the
force
point.
in it. Everything.
You know,
Everything you
yeah.
had in him.
All everything. I was mad, man, because they had been chipping balls. You know, because they was getting
Oh,
it faster than I expected. Yeah, no, they're not only were they not catching, no, they had a very fast secondary linebackers in secondary. They had some 4-4-4-5 linebackers. They had a secondaries with 4-3, 4-4. It was just like they was on it, man. They was on, and they did some good tape.
Miami in the late 80s, early 90s.
I'm not letting you off the hook
Yeah.
with this one. I'm not letting you off the hook with this one.
Yeah,
Y'all can miss me with that. We're talking about someone shooting a free throw with no one guarding them and someone airballing and someone contesting them. That is not the same thing.
Agreed.
That is completely different. If you
Hey, you know,
airball and you miss and someone's guarding you, that's one thing. But you airball and you are able to take your time. You have 10 seconds at the free throw line to shoot this shot. And you miss everything. Y'all not gonna put MJ and Kobe in that same conversation.
How can you be the GOAT and you're not the number one option? I'm sorry, I'm still on that. I'm sorry.
Man,
I'm over it
I
now.
look at it this way. Apparently,
I'm over it because I think I explained where I was at with that, and then I went ahead and hold on, but I conceded that I see what you're saying. So why you can still be on that? I don't understand when I've already conceded that I get what you're saying.
I don't understand how.
So I understand you on that. I understand you.
I understand. They understand.
No.
I knew where I was coming from, and where I was coming from was honest, man. In my mind, a person who is passed first, I don't consider a first option. I consider them the pass first guy. However, because they're the ones who have to get the ball up the court to pass first, well, they get the ball first, right? So that's option number one. Okay, I get it. I'll accept that.
I just explained how the number one option does always receive the first pass. That's not what that means.
We're not even there, Larry. Larry, if you still stuck there, you're behind the times, brother. I'm gonna need you to get your time machine. Get your hot tub time. Because we've already discussed that. We got 3 people on the panel who have heard me concede that point.
I'm hearing what you're saying, but I'm
Then
speaking
how
in general.
are we still? No, there's no generality.
I'm speaking in
There's
general.
no generalization,
If
sir.
that is the case, I don't understand how somebody who was not the first option considered a GOAT. So I'm conceding to what you're saying.
I
I'm
can tell you
saying
why.
for somebody
Because of
who's
the
the first
production he
option,
put up in spite of. That's all.
right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Right. It's
You know,
Well,
I
man,
don't know.
that's you. That was one
it's
hell of
big.
a response to
But
take. I gotta give you that one. I gotta give you that one. I gotta give you that one.
I'm just
gotta
saying,
give
I
dog.
mean,
How
because
are you
what
in a
you're
GOAT
telling me,
conversation and you're
because
not the number
what you're
one option?
telling me, because what you're telling me right now is that Michael Jordan was not the number one option.
He definitely was number one option.
No, he wasn't,
Not even
because he
arguable.
didn't run the offense.
He didn't. He definitely ran the offense.
You can't have it both ways.
No, you can.
I
You
explain.
can. You
See,
can.
that's why I explained it about Dylan.
The bread,
That's
the
why
sweat, the
I
love, and the
explained
tears,
it
and the
about
blood, and the
Dylan.
pudding. Jordan was number one option because when he left,
Hey,
they still
D.
didn't win. When he came back, they won.
Absolutely, he was the number one
D.
option. But
Okay,
he
so
didn't have.
we can't
But hold
debate
on.
that. We
But
can't
That's
hold
debate
why
on.
I
that narrative.
explained it the way
Absolutely.
I did.
Absolutely,
That's
he
why I
was the number
explained it
one
the way I
option.
did.
But the explanation that you just gave me and why I conceded that you're right, LeBron was the number one option. There was only a short period of time when Mike was that dude who brought it up, and that was when their point guard was hurt. Their point guard ran point. Everybody had a role to play, including Mike.
We can't, but you
So
can't say,
based on that, Mike was the number 2 or 3 option.
But you can't say that then because then Magic Johnson is also not a number one option and also been a Finals MVP 3 times in a 5-time league.
Hold on.
Man. We have to be.
He
fair
ran the
across
same
board.
position. He ran the same position LeBron ran.
No, he
Basically,
didn't.
No, he didn't.
No. Magic Johnson was legitimately a point guard. LeBron was posing as a point guard.
Okay.
No.
So Magic Johnson is 6'8", didn't do damn near basically the same thing that LeBron
6'9".
did at
6'9". He's 6'9".
6'9", excuse me. So LeBron and Magic did not perform the same duties. They did not run the same position.
No,
okay.
they did. No. I'm 100% agreeing with you. They did, but you're disqualifying one, but then didn't bring up the
No, I'm not. I'm not. What I'm saying is, if they're bringing the ball up, this is what we've said. They are running the offense. The offense goes through them. Whether they pass it, whether they shoot it, whether they dribble it off their foot, whatever, it's got to go through them first because they're the number one option.
That's fair. That's fair.
So then Michael was not, because that didn't happen. He didn't bring it up. The offense didn't run through him. It went to him, but it didn't go through him.
The offense did go through him, and it showed because when he left, they
oh my God! I swear to God, it's roller skates. It's roller skates on this goalpost, Slim.
No, sir. That's why I brought up the example of Dylan. Even though Dylan catches the ball on the 4th pass, that does not mean he's the 4th option. That doesn't mean that.
If the offense. If he's not controlling the pace of the game, if he's not bringing the ball up, if he's not facilitating the game, because that's what it says. I even went back and checked the definition of it.
Hey, Rev, I got trustee. So now what you're telling me is that Draymond Green is the number one option.
Oh hell no! Oh hell!
According to your terminology.
Tombstones in the chat.
Hell! Oh man! Hey man! Hey! Hey! Rev! Hey! 2 things gonna happen. Hey Rev! Hey Rev! 2 things that's about to happen. That must happen. 1, we're gonna make King Ace a doctor's apartment, and 2, we need to put some of that oil on his forehead. He need to build on it.
We can't pick and choose how.
In basketball, hold on, we get ready to get it defined. In basketball, the first option is the primary scorer.
Option based off that thing.
Hold on. In basketball, the first option is the primary scorer on the team or the one who makes the final decision on an offensive possession. He is the go-to scorer. They take the most shots, especially when the team desperately needs a basket. They are the defensive focus and the clutch performer. They're the playmaker. In modern basketball, the first option doesn't just shoot. They also collapse the defense to create open shots for teammates. How options are ranked. No, it doesn't. Hold on, listen to me. Teams, no, it doesn't. If you finish, let me finish. If you let me finish like you tell me, no. Teams typically structure their hierarchy from a first option down to a 3rd or 4th option to establish roles. The first option is the one who drives the offense. Example, Nikola Jokic or Luka Doncic. The second option, the elite sidekick or scorer who carries the scoring load when the first option is benched, heavily guarded, or having an off night. Example,
Just
Kyrie Irving. Third option, usually a specialized scorer or reliable territory player who steps up in the defense when the defense overcommits. Example, a high-level spot-up shooter or post scorer. Now, based on that criteria of what I
LeBron.
just said,
LeBron.
I just
Yes.
we just established that he is the one who brings the ball up. He is the one who the
No,
offense
he
goes through.
doesn't bring the ball up all the time. He doesn't
But
bring the
he is
ball up
the
all
one
the
that
time.
the offense, he's the one who facilitates it. Period. And
If
for
he
that reason,
facilitates it
he
so
is the
much,
first option.
how is he? How it?
Man, like I said, there's no way.
he gets his touches. He
I
gets
just
all
gave a
his touches.
definition.
And your definition says he's the first option.
But I had already conceded that earlier. But what
He
you're telling
did.
me now
He
is
did.
Mike is not. Mike was the second option.
All
No,
I
Mike
asked you
is.
was, is Draymond Green the first option since he's initiating the offense?
Yeah, because he's the one who has to get it to the second option. He facilitates it to get it
Trust you.
to.
I ain't gonna
Man,
do
your
this.
He
first
gets it to
sentence,
Steph Curry,
your
who is the
first
elite
sentence,
scorer who carries the scoring load.
and that's what the
Eh,
first sentence said as the first option.
No,
That's what the
that is
first
the
sentence
second
said.
option, first sentence.
The first sentence says the person who is the scorer on the team.
This man said that Draymond Green is the number one option. I'm
You
dead.
got to be kidding me,
I'm
big
dead.
dog. Like Magic Johnson isn't the first option.
Huh?
Everybody knows that.
Magic
not.
Johnson played with so many weapons, so he
Yeah,
had
he didn't have to be the
opportunity
first
have other
option.
guys.
He had to.
He wasn't a
But wait a
because
minute, so did LeBron. Remember, LeBron played with like every single Hall of Fame player except for Will Chamberlain. Remember?
We
Yeah.
agree with you, but you're giving us a conflated conversation and argument that's not based on what you're saying. I don't know if you really play. I don't know right now if you're really being for real. Like
I
don't
just
know.
sat here and read that what how do you define based on NBA? This is what their glossary, the ultimate glossary of
James Boogie said LeBron
basketball terms.
Draymond Green is not the first scoring option, but he is the first option.
Thank you. He is the one that facilitates the offense.
He's
That
not
is the first
option.
How can
So
you
wait a minute. How can we keep changing this up, man? First of all, it wasn't about the scoring. It was about who facilitated it. Nah, you can't have both.
No.
You
How
can't
are
have
you-
both.
How are you the first option if the goal in the game of basketball is to freaking score?
Okay? And LeBron has not always been the first scoring option.
Yes, he has been.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You know what? You got it. So I was talking about banana ball, Clarence.
Oh God.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm thinking banana ball is the
Hey,
joint to do.
I came to the conclusion, man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave it at this. Y'all might not have to agree with me, but
What you got, Clark?
And see, this is where I had the disconnect. And I'm glad Boogie showed up to say that because that's exactly what my disconnect is. When I say first option, I'm thinking of the person who is first to. That's who you want shooting the ball. You're telling me that's not always it. That is the person who controls the offense. Now, Draymond controls that offense. He's the first option based on that. But he's not the first scoring option.
yeah, he's not the first
That's
one.
the option.
He's the first. He's the first one.
There's only one
in their
option.
mind.
So
When-
what other
when-
option would he be then if he's not the first scoring option, but he's the first option?
There's
That
only
means
one
the ball
option, bro.
goes through him to
Yeah,
get
when
to
you run the
Steph,
offense,
to
when
get
you
to
run
when
the
Clay
offense.
was there, get to Clay. It goes through him to get to KD when KD was there. It goes through him to get to the next person. They got Jimmy Butler there now, so now it's going through him to get to Jimmy. It's going through him to get to Steph.
But you have to realize to be an option, there has to be an end goal to the option, not just a pass. To be a passer, that could be anybody coming off the bench who don't start. So
Okay,
that's not
but
it.
guess what? If they have that basketball on the inbound play and they're running that offense and they're pushing it down the court, they are at that moment the first option, or else they wouldn't have the ball.
So-
Yeah,
Hey, look.
to my
I
point, Red.
appreciate. I
just came
appreciate
to the
everybody. I appreciate everybody coming on tonight, man.
Yeah.
I wish James Boogie, James Boogie was, he would have been here.
Thank you, James Boogie. I love you,
God.
bro. Thank you, James. That is exactly what I was trying to say from the beginning, James.
Hey, Rev, clergy sound like he had something real quick before we.
Go ahead.
I was saying I came to the conclusion about this whole LeBron debate, Jordan, Kobe, or etc. He must be a hell of a player because we talk about him almost every single day. And then two, don't get mad at him because all he doing is what the NBA allow him to do. Set up teams the way he want to go to where he want to. What's wrong with that?
I will
is
say
he doing something outside of? Hold on, is he doing something outside of those parameters? They letting him do it. Is he trying to reinvent the wheel? They letting him do it. So why get mad at him?
Right.
No
one can do anything but what you allow.
I don't have a problem with, like, when you're talking about a marketing machine. All right, that's one thing they used to say about Jordan. He sells tennis shoes.
He was that. He changed the culture for marketing.
But that's what they say. But that's what they say he's good at, right?
Yeah.
But the NBA.
Go ahead.
The NBA was looking for somebody. The NBA was looking for somebody that was going to be able to take on that mantle, and they chose for it to be LeBron James, the chosen one. That's what they came out. They made a huge deal about his high school games, and I'm not mad at it. I mean, marketing is marketing, but this is why he's still in the news even today. Like that's why your boy couldn't fill out a schedule until LeBron makes a decision on where he's going to go, because it's marketing. You can't get mad at business. Ain't nobody mad at business. I don't like how some guys move because I think they damage their legacy a little bit, when things don't go all the way in their favor. But how a man moves is how he moves. I don't get upset with that, but you can't sit here and say, look, Michael is only known for his marketing and being a marketing genius, when honestly that's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're in the middle of right now. I mean that's
I'm gonna say it like this. Remember how we had legacy players and then we had greatest of all time? Okay, let's talk about Bill Russell was the legacy, and he the culture of winning championships began with Bill Russell in Boston. Okay, Magic and Bird brought back the culture of excitement in basketball games because of the matchup between Boston and LA, two historic rivalries. They brought basketball back to that. Dr. J had a small moment where he was like similar to the first Jordan, where he had his Converse, was like the first leather shoes that came out with Dr. J's Converse, man, for the basketball court. Everybody else up to that point in time, like Chuck Taylor and stuff. So he had that small moment in time. However, that moment was immediately eclipsed when Magic Johnson and Bird, happened to put out Dez. And then I want to say from there, a few teams, they started really getting into commercialism, but it didn't blow up. The sponsorship, the marketing, the concept of it, Michael Jordan brought that in, and he played great, and therefore it made it so that everybody wanted to be like him. He gave the blueprint for these people to get the endorsements that they get and marketing themselves like they do. Then we want to talk about the next thing that happened really was LeBron, who took over personally being responsible for having more say in where they went and how they, were moved around from team to team. That was the next step. The step after that was Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors changed the way the game of basketball has been played. Allen Iverson changed the culture of basketball by himself with the braids, and he brought hip hop to basketball in the NBA. These are those icons and legends, Hussey.
And the dress code.
Yeah.
David Stern for
because up until that point in time, Michael Jordan was wearing tights.
Yeah. I'll say this, man. Look, I again want to thank everybody coming out. Thank you for the panel, and we got an exciting show coming up as y'all see on Wednesday. First, we're gonna talk about these grandmas and the BBLs, and then we'll jump off in the legacy of sports.
Mm-hmm. Can we?
Just in
I hope we
case
get. I'm
you
still want
did
some
not
banana ball and
understand
women's
where you
football.
Weekend turns to Monday and the stars begin to shine. We're bringing
There
you
you
a
go.
message that'll stand the test of time. We got the wisdom in the building, keeping everything secure. A late night conversation that is positive and pure. Turn your radio up, tell your family and your friends. This is where the true community connection begins. It's a place for inspiration, it's a place for real talk. The most uplifting hour on your late night walk. We got Trusty Sean P, keeping everything on track. Deacon King Ace holding down the back. And God in the ship with a word so clear. Reverend Larry on the mic is here. Trusty Sean P. Deacon King Ace and your host, Reverend Larry. The mic is live right now.
Thank y'all again for coming out.
Man, I finally heard the theme song, Slim.
heard.
Been 2
Hey, we
weeks,
see
man,
y'all.
since I
Hey,
heard
big
them
shout
warble
out.
my name.
Big shout out to Terry Johnson Jr. Happy birthday, man. We love y'all. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Peace.
Happy
Yo.
birthday. That's